this short break.
Rogers Barbecue and Catfish House, a Southern tradition since 1945, where we only serve U.S. farm-raised catfish. And now you can order online on Facebook or just type Rogers Barbecue LaGrange on your Google search engine and order right there. Then pick it up and enjoy it for the office, your family, or just you. Rogers Barbecue and Catfish House is open Monday through Saturday, 11 a.m. to 9 p.m. on New Franklin Road in LaGrange, or just search on Google Rogers Barbecue and Catfish House in LaGrange.
Hi, everybody. Welcome back here to Holmes Pharmacy. I'm here with Perry Prather. And Perry, if your feet hurt or your legs are tired, there's some products out there that can help you.
Absolutely, Coleman. We have one of the largest selections that I know in maybe 50 miles of support stockings, compression hose, any orthotic products that we can help with your legs and your feet, whatever, to get the swelling out of your legs. Come by and give us a shot. Look at our extensive line of hose.
There you go. Come find them right here at Hamilton, Commerce Avenue, and inside the Piggly Wiggly. It's homespharmacy.com.
It's fall, y'all. Tis the season for feed and football. At Eagle Radio, we have football covered, and the people at Lee's Crossing Feed and Farm have all your needs for feed covered, with a great selection of quality food, plot mixes, bird feed, deer feed, combat chicken feed, pet food and feeders. Lee's Crossing Feed and Farm also carries Ariens and lawnmowers, boutique items for the ladies, custom cowboy and cowgirl hats, and a lot more for the indoors and outdoors. Visit Lee's Crossing Feed and Farm today, located on West Point Road next to Charlie Joseph's.
At Wellstar West Georgia Medical Center, we believe teamwork makes all the difference in your health. We believe that skilled people can achieve higher standards and exceptional results. We believe in a game plan that's focused on patient safety and quality care. At Wellstar West Georgia Medical Center in LaGrange, we believe in life well lived. To learn more about award-winning healthcare, visit wellstar.org/WGMC.
Now let's get back to the action. Troup High School football on the Eagle Sports Network.
Here we are at Whitewater Field for Troup Tiger pregame show. I'll be doing play-by-play tonight. I'm Greg Hicks, along with our color commentator, John Oliver, is joining us tonight. John is a 2008 graduate of Troup High School, went on to play football at Central Florida, so he's loving it that we've got Kobe Hudson down there now and Jortney Wortham and Quay Birdsong's committed, so he's excited for the future Golden Knights, or is it just the Knights?
It's just the Knights now, but I am excited, and I think there may be a few more Knights on the Troup Tiger team.
Hey, that's good to hear. I tell you, tonight, guys, we open up, John, with the first region match of the year. We talked briefly about it Monday night on the coaches show. Every Monday night at 7:30 at Your Pie Pizza. If you get a chance you can listen to us, but you certainly get a chance. You can come out and spend some time with us there on the porch at Johnny's Pizza. At Your Pie Pizza downtown LaGrange. But Whitewater. You and I have been talking about them coming up. We're looking at them on the field. We love our Tigers, but I tell you what, they've got some kids on this Whitewater team that look good.
Yeah, they've got some D1 athletes out there, just some tall guys out on the edge, defensive guys too, and I look for them to make some big plays this evening.
One of the things that you and I talked about coming up last year, it was a back and forth game, really, at Callaway Stadium, where we had Teo Todd hit the sidelines on about the 15-yard line, and he was down heading to the north end zone, and the kid, number 4, Corey Richardson, who is a cornerback, tailback for Whitewater Wildcats, he started on about the 20-yard line, ran across field, and actually caught Teo at about the 5-yard line. But due to Teo's strength and momentum, took him onto the end zone. But this kid, Corey Richardson, is probably one of the fastest kids on the field tonight.
Well, you've got to be fast to be able to catch Teo.
But he came from all the way across. Last year, Whitewater had 241 yards rushing against the Tigers, 102 passing. To be a wing team, John, you and I was watching them earlier just in pregame warm-ups. They did spend a lot of time throwing the football.
They spent probably the majority of their time throwing the football, and I think they're probably about to throw some right now.
Maybe they say, hey, we know the wing tee. We're just going to practice throwing the ball. Maybe that's what it is. I tell you what a beautiful night here. We think the rain's going to hold off here at Whitewater Stadium. With that, we're going to take a short break. You're listening to the Troup Tiger pregame show. We'll be right back.
As a mom of 2 boys, it's important to keep my family comfortable year-round, and there's only one name I trust to do so, Ace Air. Ace Air has been keeping our indoor air comfortable and healthy for more than 20 years.
Ace Air is the area's only York-certified comfort expert dealer, so you enjoy the best price and warranty. From installations to repairs to air quality, Ace Air is the team that treats your comfort as their top priority. So call Ace to condition your space or visit them online at ace-air.net.
Hello, folks. My name is Gerald Kemp, owner of Kemp's Dalton West Carpets in Noonan and Peachtree City, and Kemp's Carpets in LaGrange. I purchased this airtime on this station to apologize. Yes, that's right, to apologize to all of you listening. You see, when you come into any one of our 3 stores, you will not find a special can of paint for the bathroom. No washing machines. You see, at Kemp's, we specialize in one thing and one thing only: floor covering. Kemp's Dalton West Carpets in Noonan, Peachtree City, and Kemp's Carpets in LaGrange, where we do floor covering, and we do it right.
When we started our small independent pharmacy, we wanted to set ourselves apart by providing service that is exceedingly, abundantly above anything a customer could ask. Well, the Medicine Cabinet did just that, exceed customers' expectations. As we have grown to help serve our community, our service has not been forgotten. The Medicine Cabinet on Moody Bridge, Vernon, and Lee's Crossing is your locally owned pharmacy. When you are a part of the Medicine Cabinet family, we will do everything we can to make you feel right at home.
Hi, friends. It's T.O.W. here at Kia LaGrange. This month, we are highlighting a 23 Kia Forte LX with a starting price of only $19,960. It proves to be one smart buy. Hey, folks, listen to me. 10-year, 100,000-mile warranty, 5-star crash rated. It is stylish from bumper to bumper and comes with more standard features than I can even mention. So come by today and test drive one at 1217 Lafayette Parkway in the beautiful city of LaGrange, Georgia. Help support Eloda County, and God bless America.
Now let's get back to the action. Troup High School football on the Eagle Sports Network.
Hey, we're back at Whitewater High for the Troup Tiger pregame show. Hey, I just want you to know, hey, Jack Mormon, we're going to miss you tonight, but we sure are glad that everything went well with you and you're home tonight listening, and we look forward to getting you back in the saddle, Bubba. So with that, hope we have a good game tonight, and you listen to every word we say. Give us a good critique. You know, John, we need that occasionally.
That's right, we do. And hopefully I'm a little bit better than I was last year, I hope.
You know what? The more we do it, it's just like riding a bike. We'll figure it out. Hey, I want to reach out and just say special thanks to some of our Troup High sponsors here, and that Edward Jones with Steve Boatner, Wellstar, Ace Air, Medicine Cabinet, Kemp's Carpets, and Precision Auto Body, just to name a few. But John, we talked about opening up with Whitewater tonight in our first region match, and I don't think any of the coaching staff of the Tigers, or certainly any of the players, are thinking anything other than this is going to be a tough ball game, and that Whitewater, like anybody else, they got that revenge in mind tonight.
Oh yeah, and last year they lost a heartbreaker at Callaway Stadium, and that was the play I told you on the way up here. Probably my favorite call on the radio last year, and maybe ever, was you and Jack on that 4th and 12 with Logan Singfield coming in, and so if you lose on that, I'd anticipate that they're going to be having revenge for sure in the mind.
Yeah, to replay that, fans, if you having a hard time, well, what is John talking about? Well, it was basically 4th down. Teo had just run it up the middle, and his helmet had come off, and I think really they had pulled it off. And so we knew he had to go out. Singfield's out on the right side with his mitts on, his gloves on, ready as a wide receiver. And all of a sudden, you could see the referees, kind of the officials, bringing the play back in and getting ready to blow it in, and here goes Teo's jogging off because, hey, you got to get out. And then Singfield looks around and says, get the quarterback. He snatches his glove off, runs back there, calls a play, tosses one to the end zone, and I wished I could remember the receiver. And it could have been Tyler Leslie. It may have been Birdsong. It could have been Birdsong. He comes in a lot on offense. But, man, what a play. And at that time of the game, Whitewater had just scored and making it close. And then finally we've scored and putting it away at 43-33. But 43-33 last year's score, that was a intense, I don't care who you are, for that high score for both teams, you're sitting on the edge of your seats the entire game.
Yeah, and there was a ton of scoring, I think, within the last 5 minutes of that game, so it was back and forth and back and forth. So hopefully tonight it is not that way in the last 5 minutes. Hopefully we put it away a little ahead of then, but we'll see. I know for sure it's going to be a good ball game with two good ball clubs.
Well, speaking of good ball clubs, at the first of the year, I know a lot of you guys keep up with the sports in Georgia high school, and you keep up. A lot of you guys just thrive on the rankings. Most coaches probably don't want to dwell on the rankings. But as we stand tonight, your Troup Tigers are tops in classification 4A in the state of Georgia in points allowed per game. They've only allowed 6.7 points per game. And, of course, right now, currently, Troup at the Georgia High School is ranked third in classification 4A. North Oconee comes in second, and they're only allowing 7.5 points per game, and they're ranked number 2. Benedictine, a surprise, is allowing almost 12 points a game, but as we know, they're the defending state champions who we ran into that juggernaut down in Savannah last November, and I think these guys would love a rematch for that as well.
I think they absolutely would love a rematch with that.
Going through the rest of the region tonight, though, Region 4. So North Clayton defeated Chattahoochee County last week. They're right now 3-1 overall. Now, we're talking North Clayton, the team that we played as homecoming last year. A lot of fans are like, wow, what's going on with North Clayton? So, hey, they're turning their team around, and so kudos to them. But they take on Fayette County tonight. Of course, your Tigers are taking on Whitewater tonight. LaGrange defeated Upson Lee last week, and they're traveling to Starrs Mill just as a crow flies, as you and I said, just 4 miles away here. Whitewater and Starrs Mill high schools are geographically about as close as Troup and LaGrange are as far as the physical facilities. And then you've got Starrs Mill, of course, they're versus LaGrange. Trinity Christian is playing Riverdale, and Riverdale right now is 0-4. Fayette County is 0-3. Trinity Christian, the surprise, is 1-2. Starrs Mill, of course, they lost to East Coweta to start with, and that kind of set them back. And then they lost to Northgate. But I want to say Starrs Mill did not play last week, but they're ranked, their record is 1-2. And, of course, Whitewater is a 2-1 record. LaGrange a 2-1 record. Your Tigers are 3-0, and North Clayton is sitting atop, if you will, only because of the overall at 3-1. Of course, North Clayton and Riverdale opened up the season as a region contest. Most time you don't see that, but they got it. And this is like Coach Shea told me one night. This is the second year in a row they've done that. So interesting that most teams would rather have a kind of a pre-season or pre-region season, if you will.
Yeah, the cupcakes. You'd love to have a cupcake there at the beginning. You don't want to do what LSU and Florida State ended up having to do.
What a well of a ball game, though.
Yeah.
Wow. But yeah, so the Tigers and the Wildcats. Opening region game tonight here at Whitewater Stadium here on the campus of Whitewater High School here in Fayetteville, Georgia. Now, we're just a couple miles down the road from Peachtree City, so beautiful area. The stands are filling up on both sides, and as always, the Troup Tigers and their fans travel well, and right now we've got about a third of their stands filled up, and I expect to see more, and we're hoping, the weather, John, we've looked at the radar, and how do you have you had a chance to look at and see how the weather's going to play out tonight?
I think we might end up with a little bit of water here at some point during the game.
I just hope it's not white.
Yeah, no doubt.
Hey, guys, I hope you're listening. Hope you're having fun as we talk the Tiger pregame. More to come after this short break.
Here's the deal. When you combine State Farm home and auto insurance, you save an average of $889. State Farm agent Matt Orr is ready to help you combine home and auto and save in LaGrange. Call 706-882-0046 today. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Average annual per household savings based on the 2019 national survey by State Farm of new policyholders who reported savings by switching to State Farm.
Hello, I'm Steve Boatner, your LaGrange Edward Jones financial advisor. I believe in learning about you so I can understand what you're working toward before you invest your money. Whether you're planning for retirement, saving for college for children or grandchildren, or just trying to protect the financial future of your family. Call me, Steve Boatner, or just search Edward Jones Steve Boatner to get started. My Edward Jones office is located at 119 Poplar Circle, just off Lafayette Parkway in LaGrange. Edward Jones, making sense of investing, member SIPC.
If you need medical treatment at the highest level and want care that's personal, turn to Wellstar. We offer the latest procedures at Georgia's first certified comprehensive cardiac center, along with an innovative approach to fighting cancer, where specialists collaborate to accelerate diagnosis and treatment. We're also home to a top-level stroke program that performs life-saving operations every day. At Wellstar, we care for the whole you. Learn more at wellstar.org.
As a mom of 2 boys, it's important to keep my family comfortable year-round, and there's only one name I trust to do so, Ace Air. Ace Air has been keeping our indoor air comfortable and healthy for more than 20 years.
Ace Air is the area's only York-certified comfort expert dealer, so you enjoy the best price and warranty. From installations to repairs to air quality, Ace Air is the team that treats your comfort as their top priority. So call Ace to condition your space or visit them online at ace-air.net.
Now let's get back to the action. Troup High School football on the Eagle Sports Network.
Hey, we're here at Whitewater High School. Your Troup Tigers against the Whitewater Wildcats tonight in the region opener for both teams. And as the fans pile into the stands on both sides of the field, we talked about the weather. The weather looks good. I'm kind of hoping that it'll hold off. Very pleasant night tonight. It's not 90 degrees and humidity. It's actually there's a slight breeze, and we've got the windows up here in the booth, and it feels kind of nice.
Yeah, I'm very thankful we got the windows up in the booth, and we got a nice breeze coming in, and it is picturesque out here. This is a beautiful stadium, beautiful place to play high school football.
It certainly is. You know, the Tigers will be wearing their white jerseys with their gold pants. Whitewater will be in black jerseys with red numbers outlined in white and black pants and black helmets. Or actually, they have a silver helmet. But still, we talked about that number, that jersey, that from a fan standpoint, it's still a black jersey with a red number, a deep red number. Even it's got a small white outline. It's difficult to see sometimes.
Yeah, it's difficult to see, especially from up here. And I know, I mean, these guys are moving so fast, you really need them to stand out. So props to whoever did the Troup jerseys this year. The bright, old whites, crisp whites with those big, beautiful block navies. Navy numbers on there. They look really, really nice on the field.
The Tigers opting to go tonight with the gold pants. At least that's what they were doing pregame warm-ups in, rather than just all white pants, white jersey, navy helmet. So it's and I think a lot of times it may have been when Coach Jeter, when you was playing with Coach Jeter in Auburn, that they let the players say what selection, what combination you want to wear.
We did.
Okay, yeah. I know Coach G, they allow the players to like what combination you guys want to wear. So
yeah, we even wore. I don't know if you remember this, but for one game we had gold jerseys.
Oh, no, I do. Yeah. I remember Ruski coming out wearing that.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, sure do.
Oh, Ruski, boy, you can't forget him. Hey, you know, looking at some of the team comparisons tonight, John, you know, we've got the rushing yards per game. Whitewater comes in at 288. Tigers, 178, about 100 yards less, really 110 yards less. And, you know, Javari Fanning had to, due to a small injury, had to set out one game. So when you're missing your starting tailback, even though Ashton Williams has done a really good job, TJ Mitchell comes in and he'll run the ball as well. You know, Javari Fanning, we just kind of look for him to be that stalwart tailback, and he's back in the saddle tonight, so we'll see what we can do with that. Passing yards per game, Troup comes in at 139, and Whitewater comes in. Hey, a wing tee, they only come in at 55. And, of course, we alluded to they passed a lot in the pregame.
They're trying. You know, so they're really trying to pass it.
It'll be interesting to see what they do, because they are traditional wing tee offense. Not a lot of schools in high school see the wing tee anymore, because a lot of open up triple option, dual threat quarterbacks. And I say triple option, they don't really run a triple option offense, but the quarterback himself, he's got at least 2 or 3 things that he can do with it. And so a lot of teams are spreading the field and doing some interesting offensive strategies as well. But we'll come in to see Starrs Mill next week, as they'll be coming to Callaway Stadium. They'll also be running the wing tee, and they run it to perfection.
Yeah, Coach Jeter, he talks about the wing tee all the time, and I think we're about to do the what is that called?
We are about ready to have the presentation of colors and the national anthem. So with that, we're going to step away and take a short break. You're listening to Tiger Pregame Show on Eagle Sports.
Perry Prather here with me from Holmes Pharmacy. And Perry, I've got 3 locations, but it's more than just locations. It's about the people.
It is, Coleman. I've been real blessed. We've got a great staff here at Holmes Pharmacy. I have pharmacist Charles Reed and Mandy Lamb here. Down here in Hamilton, we have Kim Story, John Ritchie, and Garrett Brown. And we have awesome staff down there. And then we also here at Sawmill inside the Piggly Wiggly, we have Elise Jeter and Scott Burton running that store. So get our app go to our website. We'd love to see you.
HolmesPharmacy.com.
Hi, friends. It's TOW here at Kia LaGrange. This month, we are highlighting a 23 Kia Forte LX with a starting price of only $19,960. It proves to be one smart buy. Hey, folks, listen to me. 10-year, 100,000-mile warranty, 5-star crash rated. It is stylish from bumper to bumper and comes with more standard features than I can even mention. So come by today and test drive one at 1217 Lafayette Parkway in the beautiful city of LaGrange, Georgia. Help support a local economy, and God bless America.
That's a lot more than a scratch. So now what do? Well, you carry it to the Rexperts, Precision Auto Body in LaGrange. They are a color match specialist and will wow you with the quality of the job because they have a downdraft spray booth and the experts who know how to use it. So call and get a free estimate. They will handle the insurance company paperwork and fix your car so you're happy and back on the road. Call Precision Auto Body in LaGrange at 706-884-9292. That's 706-884-9292.
Start the new school year off right with a new haircut for you and your kid. With 2 great locations to choose from, Sawmill Place in the Piggly Wiggly Shopping Center off Roanoke Road and the Commerce Avenue location next to Kroger. Great Clips saves your haircut details so you can get the same great haircut every time from any Great Clips. Save the time with convenient online check-in. Download the app today. Sawmill Place in the Piggly Wiggly Shopping Center off Roanoke Road and the Commerce Avenue location next to Kroger. Great Clips. It's going to be great.
Now let's get back to the action. Troup High School football on the Eagle Sports Network.
Hey, we're back at the Tiger pregame show. I'm Greg Hicks along with John Oliver tonight. We're missing Jack Mormon. Jack is at home recuperating, doing well, we understand, and we wish him a good recovery weekend. We're excited to have him back next week as we will be hosting Stars Mill at Callaway Stadium. But yet tonight we've got a contest in front of us, John, and we know it's going to be a good ball game. We know it's going to be a hard-hit ball game. It's a region opener for both teams, and Whitewater's got a lot to prove to these Tigers that, hey, you won the region last year, but we want to have something to say about it this year.
Yeah, and I look for them, like we already have alluded to, they haven't had a lot of success passing the ball this year, but clearly that's something that they are trying to focus on. And one of the things we do know, based off statistics and based off what we've seen in previous weeks, is they're going to do a lot of motioning out of the backfield with the running back, trying to dump the ball over the middle. And so I think if there's anything going to be happening, our linebackers and our defensive ends are going to be really at work tonight on contain and keeping everything in front of them. So it's going to be really played 5 yards at a time this game, more than I think the big chunks.
That's a good point. You talk about 5 yards at a time, and then we think about obviously the way they run the football, and it's the Tiger defense in Dorian Brooks and Charles Davis, Quay Birdsong, Javari Fannin at linebacker, Tyler Leslie at linebacker, Terrion Smith, who's doing double duties as well this year as wide out and a junior linebacker. Jeremiah Horde is doing wonderful as a junior. Noah Dixon, Jalen Reed, and Logan Sinkfield. They have seen this situation twice last year, and they've studied film. I'm hoping that they're ready for this wing tee because there's a lot of I don't want to use the word trickery, but a lot of misdirection coming out of the wing tee. You've got to really pay attention.
And they've got athletes, and so anytime you've got misdirection and athletes, it's a recipe for something's going to break. So it's really going to be who's going to bend and who's going to break over the course of the evening.
But then we talk about, hey, we've got our own offense with Teo Todd back there as a senior quarterback, 4th-year starter. Now, we're talking as a freshman came in and took over the reins, and you just don't see that in a lot of high schools. But Teo Todd is excited. He recently visited Georgia Southern, where he has been. I think he committed a couple of weeks ago, and he's been down there and enjoying himself. We saw some pictures on the Book of Faces, and he's excited. He'll do well at Georgia Southern. We're excited for him to go down, but we're excited for him tonight as far as leading this Tiger offense. With his dual threat, really it could be a triple threat in that he can run it, he can pass it, or he can hand it off, and there'll be so much focus on him when you've got athletes like Logan Sinkfeld on the offensive side. You've got Noah Dixon out there. You've got Ben Taylor, who's moved over to the tight end and has caught a couple of passes and actually had a touchdown this year so far, so he's excited.
Yeah, he came on strong at the end of last year, if I'm not mistaken. I mean, he really is a good athlete. He's a smart ball player. But one thing I'd love to see Todd get in on is maybe we can get a little misdirection here. We have Todd sneak out the back and have a little halfback pass across the field to him. I'd love to see him do that.
Are you saying Logan Sinkfield maybe?
I think that could happen.
Hey, Logan.
Fannin could even do it. He's a good little athlete.
He could. And you know what? That would probably be a play that Whitewater wouldn't expect, because if there were going to be any kind of little slip out of the backfield, you would think that Sinkfield would be the one throwing the pass, because he is your backup quarterback.
Yeah, and I'd love to see it. So we'll see. Maybe that's a little prophetic word tonight. We'll see.
Well, special teams tonight. We've got a freshman kicker for the Tigers, and has done well. And help me out here. It's 83, McCarty Harrelson, a freshman. He's done a wonderful job at kicking PATs. And then I'll get you the actual guy that kicks off, but he is only a sophomore, so I'm still at the fourth game of the year. We had a week off last week, and I was out for the Callaway game watching my grandson being born, or at least I was there while I actually wasn't watching. But so got to get used to these the newer names, if you will. But the kicking game stands to play a big. We always say three phases, and the kicking game is one of them. Ben Taylor's our punter. He backed Callaway up, pinned Callaway up deep into between the goal line twice inside the 5-yard line, which came very close to seeing a 2-point. A safety on that one. On a couple of those. So Ben Taylor's done a really good job. The kicking game's done good. So that may come into play as well tonight. As the captains come out on the field, if you've go ahead and grab them as far as
the captains for this evening are Noah Dixon, Stephen Davis, and Isaiah Hall for your Troup Tigers.
And you mentioned something about Isaiah earlier this week. What?
Yeah, so Isaiah, I believe it was him that he was not only named Academic Player of the Week, Scholar Athlete of the Week by WTVM out of Columbus. Also, he was offered by East Tennessee State this week. So he's had a pretty busy week, and really that's just the last 3 days.
and Isaiah, we had him, Noah Dixon, on the radio show on a Monday night a couple of weeks ago, and Isaiah is such a well-spoken young man, and he had an injury to overcome a couple of years ago, and he has overcome it, and he looks good out of a uniform, and now you put a uniform on him, he just looks so much bigger.
Yeah, his demeanor reminds me a lot of Chris Burnett. Just the way he carries himself, and also the academics. I mean, he's a smart kid, and you really, offensive linemen get hated on a lot, but you've got to be smart. You got to be smart to be an offensive lineman.
Well, and I used to say defense, you just pin your ears back and go. Not really, but on offense, you're right. You've that certain blocking schemes you got to think about. How you gonna? Is it a one-step pull? How deep do you step when you turn your hips? I mean, it's all timing, and it's critical that you do your job where the tailback can come off your block.
That's exactly right.
It's a lot of things that fans, as general fans, you watch the game and you see it, and it's like, hey, we scored, but there's so much going on inside the interior line. So Whitewater, I don't know if Troup won it, but Whitewater's going to receive and defend the north end zone, so they'll start it out. Maybe the Tigers won the toss and deferred to the second half, but we'll see. We're going to take a short break, a couple of minutes, and we'll be back for tonight's kickoff between your Troup Tigers and the Whitewater Wildcats.
Yo, buy no other shirt now.
At Mud Creek Graphics, we have over 26 years of experience bringing you the best in apparel printing. Our exceptional graphic artists will work with you to create beautiful custom-designed T-shirts for any occasion. That's not all. Mud Creek Graphics is there for you for the printing of banners and signs. They'll get your message across to everyone. We love to support our local schools every year. So for your custom signs, banners, embroidery, and more, like Mud Creek Graphics on the Book of Faces, visit us at our new location, 2219 West Point Road.
You want pizza. Your whole family wants pizza, but you want it your way, and the kids want it 3 different ways. So what do? You need Your Pie in LaGrange on Bull Street, because at Your Pie, you get your own pizza pie, made just for you. Add as many toppings as you want, and the kids make theirs as wacky as they like. Then you enjoy your pizza at Your Pie while your family debates what your youngest ordered. Is it a pizza or a new dish altogether? Your Pie. Bull Street, downtown LaGrange.
Waltrip Steel's goal is to bring affordable metal pricing to the surrounding areas. Located at 2418 Veterans Memorial Parkway in Lynette, Waltrip Steel sells to the general public as well as commercial and industrial businesses. They offer roofing panels, commercial roofing, and complete building packages. In addition, Waltrip Steel provides all types of galvanized stainless and black metal. Give them a call today at 334-630-1117, 334-630-1117. For all your steel needs, large or small, small, Waldrop steel. Now let's get back to the action. Troup High School football on the Eagle Sports Network.
Just in time to come back to the Whitewater Stadium here in Whitewater High School in Fayetteville, Georgia, as the Tigers are getting ready to kick off. Both teams are on the field. And back deep, I mentioned we didn't really talk a lot about the personnel at Whitewater, but I've mentioned it a lot over the last Monday Night Football. But you've got number 4, Corey Richardson, who is a speedster, one of the fastest kids in the state. He will be one of your deep backs tonight. Number 42 for the Tigers will be kicking off. Braden Patrick, just a sophomore, as he elects to squib kick it down the line. Oh, it's bobbled by the Wildcats, but they'll pick it up. Oh, nice hit. Quay Birdsong. That's the way to set the tone as he comes down.
Man, and he shot him in the ear hole.
Wow. Oh, the 28-yard line. What a welcome to tonight's contest by Quay Birdsong. We understand we're glad to have Quay Birdsong's grandparents coming down, grandfather and uncle. Excited to have them available tonight. Hope they had a safe trip down and hope they're going to enjoy the game tonight. And hope Quay has an excellent ball game tonight. Wildcats come to the line. The whistle's blown in, and play will start. And just a little bit of movement.
Charles Davis.
Charles Davis says, hey, it's offense. Let's see what happens. And you know what? It is. It's legal procedures. Charles said, hey, he moved the football. So all of a sudden, we didn't talk about a lot of penalties, but this is an intense game as soon as you come out like this. A lot of pressure out there.
Yeah, and you could see, too, Whitewater's trying to come with the tempo right out of the gate. They've slowed down a little bit on this one. But they're trying to come out with a tempo, and sometimes you get the little jitters, and they get you rolling. So here you go. They're going right back tempo.
So senior Charles Davis at really one of the nose tackle spots, dead on it. So Whitewater elects to hand it off right up the middle. And the Tigers are all over that, just pushing them back. I could call one Tiger out, but I'd really need to call about 8, John.
Yeah, that was pretty much the entire defense.
Looks like
gracious.
They handed it off right up the middle, a little quick trap. And it didn't. I mean, you've got Birdsong. You had Big Ben Taylor there. Javari Fannin out here on the left side. They're all piling in there, along with Dorian Brooks as well. So, second down for Whitewater.
And 15 to go.
Second and 15 as they come up to the line. Ball's resting on the 24-yard line for the Wildcats. They take the snap, toss it a little bit. He cuts up the middle. Big hole, but a nice job by Quay Birdsong, is fighting off his block and really saved a much longer dash by number 4, I want to say Corey Richardson, as he picked up about maybe 8 yards to bring up third down and respectable 7. But Quay Birdsong did a nice job.
Yeah, Birdsong made the tackle with his arm falling away from the play. So that was a good job by Quay, just knowing where to go for the ball.
As the game's just getting started, Whitewater received the kickoff. And now it is 3rd down and 7. Ball's resting on the 32-yard line. They've got to get out to the 39. I think the Wildcats may have moved a little bit. It looks like they jumped the gun a little bit. Let's see what the Whitecap says.
Well, I know Glisson was motioning something to the refs, trying to get them to pay attention to something.
That's what's happening.
There we go.
It looked like they were in a passing situation on 3rd and 7, and it looked like the offensive line just kind of, one of the two of them jumped up quicker than the other. And
here you got 3rd and 13 coming up, so I'd look for the same exact thing to happen here. They're going to run that guy in motion, and they're probably going to try to hit him over the middle.
Well, let's hope that Noah Dixon and Ashton Williams play their zone good. As they're too deep, they drop back, and you're right there. Short little pass to Richardson, who crosses the middle. He tries to sidestep a lot of them, but that's not going to happen as Jalen Reed, along with Quay Birdsong and Dorian Brooks, make the tackle on the sideline. That'll bring up 4th down and 9, so good job, Troup Tigers.
And that's exactly how you want to start the game. A good 3 and out, even though that's more like 6 and out with penalties. But we're looking good to start the game.
So
Teo back to receive the punt.
Teo will be standing on he's standing at about the 39-yard line. Their punter catches the ball on the 21. Oh, it's almost blocked. It is.
It was blocked. Birdsong.
I think Birdsong got a hand on it. And the officials are saying, yep, it was a legit block. So they've seen something, and Birdsong is creating havoc already tonight, John.
I think we need Granddad to come to more games.
We may have to figure out a way to get him down here next week as well. So the Tigers, after that block and it wobbles out of bounds, they're going to spot the ball at about the Whitewater 40-yard line. So excellent field position for Teo Todd and his Tigers to start this first offensive possession of the game tonight. As the Tigers come out, and it looks like it'll be
Fannin in the backfield with him.
Wade England, a sophomore who earned the starting position at center, will be your center tonight. And we'll give you the starting lineup as so Teo Todd's in a shotgun position. He'll take it, fake it, hand off. He'll take it to the left side of does a little side step. He goes out of bounds. He'll pick up about 3, maybe 4. They're going to give him a 3-yard gain. It'll be second down and 7 for the Tigers. Teo is just all alone out there. Had a couple of guys out on the end blocking, but he was trying to look for more, but only could get 3.
Right, and they're giving the motion to the wide side of the field, and so he actually ran to the short side of the field.
Side.
So we'll see. Maybe they're trying to set something up.
So you've got him in he's back deep with Fanning behind him. Teo Todd reaches out, stabs it out to Noah Dixon, who takes a pass he's beyond the first down. He keeps running over his guy and dragging him down inside the 20. They're going to mark him out of bounds at the 18-yard line. Excellent stab pass by Noah Dixon not Noah Dixon, but from Teo Todd to Noah Dixon, John.
Well, and I thought that Todd had overthrown Dixon, but Dixon just snapped that thing right out of the air and took it on down and carried a couple guys about 10 yards.
You know, you had Javari coming out of the backfield behind Dixon. He took off to the left side, and it opened up that right side for Noah Dixon in the first down. First down, Tigers inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. Todd takes a snap. He'll hand it off to Javari Fannin off the left side behind big Wade England, and
he hurdled a guy right there at the line of scrimmage. I don't know if you saw that.
I did. Jatorian Blackman, Stephen Davis, all creating holes for him. He picks up about 7 yards. It'll be second down and 3 as they're going to spot the ball on about the 11-yard line of the Whitewater Wildcats. Teo takes a snap. He'll hand it off again to Javari Fannin. Follows his block and touchdown, Tigers!
And he walked into the end zone.
Javari Fannin followed that whole blocking of, Jatorian Blackman, Steve Davis, even Wade England, the center, created a hole that I often tell Jack that even he or I could go through, John. So I think you and I could have scored a touchdown on that one.
I'd like to think I could have, Greg.
With 8:42 left in the first period of play, the first quarter of play, the Tigers already up 6-0 as McCarty Harrelson on for the PAT. Snap, hold, kick is up, splits the upright. Your Tigers at 8:42, 7-0 over the Whitewater Wildcats. We'll be right back after these short messages.
Hi, I'm Dennis Montgomery, the pharmacist at the Medicine Cabinet on Vernon Street. Everybody knows about our customer service when it comes to the pharmacy. We also do COVID, flu, shingles, and pneumonia vaccines. But do you know about our soda shop and gift shop? We have sodas, milkshakes, floats, and sundaes. And our gift shop has something for all occasions. So come by and see us at the Medicine Cabinet on Vernon Street. Also, visit our other 2 locations at Lee's Crossing and Moody Bridge Road.
Now let's get back to the action. Troup High School football on the Eagle Sports Network.
So we're back at Whitewater Stadium. Your Tigers just scored at 8:42 mark on a 12-yard run by Javari Fanning, following that big hole that the offensive line opened. You know, John and I were talking at break. You know, a lot of times when Teo Todd throws that stab pass, it's closer to the numbers of the sidelines. This time he got it in Noah Dixon's hands at a little shorter time and allowed Noah to take some personal time and create some space. Picked up a first down, which is a big play for the Tigers. So they'll kick off another squib kick right down the line. Bounces up. His ball is live. He comes down with it. Whitewater will dive on it at about the 27, maybe the 28-yard line. So I like the strategy, you know, because unlike a basketball, footballs just don't bounce like they should. You know?
Well, and I think they're really using it to their advantage too, because they're trying to keep the ball away from Corey Richardson because they know what he did last year.
Well, that kid, Corey Richardson, and you and I've talked. He's legit. And you got the guy on defense, which the number 1 tackler. What's his name? Navakis. But that kid, he looks good in the uniform, and we wonder if he's not playing tight end as well because
he was out there catching passes before the game started.
We'll see if he as a Whitewater Wildcats on offense as well. But you've got right now Charles Davis, Dorian Brooks, Ben Taylor, and Tyler Leslie manning your front 4 on the Tigers defense. Little inside scissors, if you will. They'll pick up about, Whitewater Wildcats will pick up about 5 yards, 2nd and 5, as the ball's resting on the 34-yard line.
That was T.J. Mitchell on the tackle right there in the middle.
Tell you what, that's one of the biggest gains they've had. This is their second series, but as the first offensive series, they had a couple of penalties, so they went back once or twice. The Tigers really playing tough as they hurry up to the line, the Whitewater Wildcats. Man in motion. He hands it to the man in motion. A hard sweep toward the Tiger sidelines. He tries to get to the corner, and out of nowhere, Logan Sinkfield, number 12. I mean, it's like if you're watching TV, you didn't see him, and all of a sudden, zoom, he comes across, and I don't know that they've got any gain on that one, John.
I don't know that they did, Greg.
It had all the makings of it was going to make that corner and turn up maybe a first down, but Sinkfield came out of nowhere to stop that play. So it'll be 3rd down and 5. The Tiger defense, you just got a sense that right now they're just so excited and so swarming on everything.
Yeah, they are. And I tell you, for that running back, he ran about 20 yards to get no yards. So that's a demoralizing run.
That's true. Wildcats hurry up to the line of scrimmage. They'll take the snap. Quarterback will hand it off right up the middle. He'll actually fake it. Nice job. He had to fake me off as it comes up. Quay Birdsong hits him low. And I want to say Jalen Reed, what a good two-team tag match.
Well, I'll tell you, too, that Jason Bryant, the quarterback for Whitewater, he's really good at faking the handoff.
Tell you what, I didn't think they got the first down, but they marked the ball right at the stick. So
they picked up.
It. Yeah, they did. It picked up 5 yards, but I'm telling you, if they'd have measured it, it might have been just by the nose of the football. So the Whitewater Wildcats will have 1st and 10 from their own 44-yard line. They've got to get to the 49 for a first down. A little bit slower pace this time. Quarterback making some adjustments. Hear the whistle blowing. That whistle comes from the official behind the defense, it looks like. And we're going to have delay of game by the offense. You know, they're so used to running up to the line, John, and then for them to sit down and turn around and make some adjustments, I think it just got them out of sync.
Yeah, and it's got to be frustrating, too, when things aren't going your way and you just keep racking up penalty yards because they're making some yardage, but it doesn't help if you just keep losing them.
I think that's the 3rd penalty of the game, 3rd 5-yard penalty of the game for Whitewater. So it'll be 1st down and 15 now as the ball moves back to their 34-yard line. Now they hustle back up. Quick snap, what they call a sugar huddle. Snap it, come to the line. Quarterback surveys what the Tigers are doing. He's under center. He'll take the snap. He'll turn. He'll hand off. The ball's on the ground. The Tigers are trying to get it, but the ball's on the ground in the backfield, John.
Well, and that was their running back just able to fall on it right there behind the line. That was good for them.
You know, what I saw was when of course, the quarterback's supposed to push it in his hands. The tailback looked like he was looking up and pulling away from where he wanted to go, and it just was a bad exchange.
Well, and a lot of times, too, when you've got that linebacker looking at you in the face, you're just trying to see where you need to get away from him. So he was more worried about the tackle than he was the ball.
Wildcats come up to the line of scrimmage in a hurry. He'll take the snap. He'll turn around. He'll fake it. He'll drop back to pass. He's got somebody deep, but under cover. Double coverage. Ball is overthrown, so Jalen Reed and I can't get his number. Looks like Jeremiah Horde on the coverage.
That was lucky for us because Navakis was open down here on the side. So Navakis probably could have got the first down, but he was looking for more yardage.
That's true. The clock stops with 5:58. If you've just joined us, your Troup Tigers are 7. Whitewater Wildcats are 0. 3rd down and 15 for Whitewater. Ball is resting on their 33-yard line.
They got 4 out wide.
In a shotgun set. Quarterback takes a 3-step drop. Cuts it short. A little inside bubble screen, if you will. But the Tigers well covered it. I mean, you've got Jalen Reed, Dorian Brooks, Jatorian Blackman in there on defense. Quay Birdsong. Just a host of Tyrion Smith. It'll bring up 4th down for the Wildcats.
You know it's not going to be a good night for them when Jatorian Blackman's making tackles in the flat.
Jatorian, big boy on offense, but he
got out there.
He did. Tail Tide will stand back at his own 30. Really nice punt this time. Pushes Tail Tide back to the 20-yard line. He'll take a step, but he still stays on his feet and brings the ball back up from the 20 up to about the 28-yard line is probably where they're going to spot it, and the Tigers will take over. Let's take a short break. You're listening to Tiger Football on Eagle Sports.
Hello, folks. My name is Gerald Kemp, owner of Kemp's Dalton West Carpets in Noonan and Peachtree City, and Kemp's Carpets in LaGrange. I purchased this airtime on this station to apologize. Yes, that's right, to apologize to all of you listening. You see, when you come into any one of our 3 stores, you will not find that special can of paint for the bathroom. No washing machines. You see, at Kemp's, we specialize in one thing and one thing only: floor covering. Kemp's Dalton West Carpets in Noonan, Peachtree City, and Kemp's Carpets in LaGrange, where we do floor covering, and we do it right.
Now let's get back to the action. Troup High School football on the Eagle Sports Network.
Teo Todd from a shotgun position takes a snap, sidearms it out to Ben Taylor. Ben Taylor will pick up the first down. If he doesn't, he's got 9 yards. They're going to roll the clock, but Ben took it, turned upfield, and just plowed over somebody, John.
Yeah, he did. That was a somersault right there to end it.
Wow, they're not going to give him a first down, but it's like second down and 4 inches. Yeah. I mean, he was at the stick. What a good toss by Teo Todd, and is that he had a little an edge rusher coming up, and he just kind of sidearmed it.
Yeah, had a little touch on it.
And Ben Taylor, who just pulled it in like he's just an old pro at it, turned it upfield, and he said, "I'm gonna." Hey, they're gonna give the Tigers a first down. Good job.
Good.
They're gonna move the chains.
We've got Ashton Williams right here in the slot. I'd look for him to maybe do something. He is fast and he's dangerous when he's got the ball in his hands.
You're right. You've got Sinkfeld split far right. Ashton Williams in the slot on the left side.
Javari Atchison right here.
Okay, you got Fanning sitting in the backfield. He'll take the handoff from Teo Todd right up the middle behind big Wade England. He gets hit there at the last. He keeps spinning. Look here, John.
Goodness. He took a 5-yard and made it he might have got another first down. Where are they going to spot him?
You're right. He came up the middle behind Wade England and Stephen Davis and twisted and turned. He got 9 yards, but he took a lick and kept on. He just kept on spinning those legs. You know, you mentioned about Javari Fanning, and we look for a big game out of him tonight.
That's exactly the kind of runs he used to make when he was on practice squad as a freshman. He is a violent runner.
Teo Todd stands at his 40 in shotgun position, takes it alone in the backfield. He'll snap it out to Logan Sinkfeld. Logan Sinkfeld will take it on the Troup sidelines, and he'll pick up about 8 yards as he dodged and darted down the field and finally got tackled. But they're going to give him about 8 yards on that over into Wildcat territory.
We got 3:56 to go in the game. Your Tigers are up 7-0 over the Wildcats. Dixon coming in.
Dixon's going to be in the slot on the left side. Todd will be your quarterback at midfield. Fanning sits right behind him. Todd takes a snap, hands it off to Javari Fanning. He's on a roll, moves it up. He gets 15 yards right up the gut of the Tiger offensive line.
And I tell you what, Captain Stephen Davis for the night, he had a beautiful pull from the right side of the line to set up that right up. As Fanning went right through the middle of the defense, that was because of a beautiful kick block. Because of Stephen Davis.
Wow, it's John Oliver, the old offensive lineman, picking up on those pulls. Nice. Teo Todd takes a handoff, gives it to Javari Fanning. Stephen Davis again pulls, as you said, able to pick up 1 yard that time. It'll be second down and 9 for the Tigers as the ball's resting actually on the Whitewater 30-yard line.
And that's the difference when a pull block is beautiful versus not. You have a 9-yarder and then you get a 1.
3 minutes left in the first period of play. Your Tigers up 7-0. Teo Todd takes it. Little pass out to Noah Dixon from the opposite side. Noah takes it inside. He wiggles his way. He fights, and he goes down to the 15-yard line. He breaks 2 or 3 tackles, and he just needed 1 step, John, and that would have been another 6.
Yep, and this screen, they've run that twice now to start the first quarter. They're running a screen to the wide side of the field with Noah, and that's good. It's just a little bubble screen. It's beautiful. Well executed.
And Noah then, he's so athletic that he can take it in the open field and pick up. Just then he picked up another 15 yards. It'll be first down for the Troup Tigers inside the red zone at the 17-yard line.
Sinkfield is alone up there on the wide side of the field.
He is man, oh, man. He'll give the ball
on a
little sweep across to Noah Dixon. Noah Dixon's carrying players in to get in the end zone.
Did he get there?
No, they're going to mark him out at the 2-yard line. And Noah Dixon actually acts as an H-back that time from his slot position, John. Takes on a jet sweep, handoff, and he's just having a well of a night so far in his first quarter of play.
He just looks like a grown man out there. I mean, he's put in a lot of work in the weight room in this offseason.
So it'll be first and goal for your Tigers. 2:23 left. Already up 7-0. Looking to score again. Ball's resting on the 2-yard line. First down and goal for the Tigers. Teo Todd's in the shotgun position. He takes a snap. He's going to take it by himself, run it up the middle. He's going to follow his blockers. In for a touchdown with 2:22. Touchdown, Tigers. Teo Todd on a 2-yard run. Make that up. 13-0. As the Tigers will come in for the point after touchdown. McCarty Harrelson, a freshman, who has done an outstanding job.
You know, one of the administrators at the school was talking to me about McCarty that he was actually not supposed to be the starter. But he kicked so well that they went ahead and moved him ahead of an upperclassman.
Davis Munkus will be your holder. Davis takes a snap. McCarty takes the kick and splits the upright. Your Tigers 14-0 with 2:18 left in the first quarter of play. You listen to Troup Tiger Football. We'll be right back.
Hi, friends. It's TOW here at Kia LaGrange. This month, we are highlighting a 23 Kia Forte LX with a starting price of only $19,960. It proves to be one smart buy. Hey, folks, listen to me. 10-year, 100,000-mile warranty, 5-star crash rated. It is stylish from bumper to bumper and comes with more standard features than I could even mention. So come by today and test drive one at 1217 Lafayette Parkway in the beautiful city of LaGrange, Georgia. Help support Elola County, and God bless America.
Now let's get back to the action. Troup High School football on the Eagle Sports Network.
Welcome back to Troup Tiger Football on Eagle Sports. We're here at Whitewater High School as the cheerleaders run the TROUP flags down in front of the visitor stands, which now the Troup Tiger and Tiger Nation has got about half the stands, maybe 3/4 of the stands filled up. As Braden Patrick will kick off. He's been squib kicking it. What does he do again? He squib kicks it to the front line, still balls it up. Oh my, I mean, you got a kid, look, number 19, and I want to say that kid's name is Joshua Bradfield.
That's right. He's been there the last two, and that guy just bobbles it and doesn't let him get the tackle. So he's so close to getting a tackle tonight.
His dad was by Mud Creek Graphics the other day. We got a Whitewater kid down on the field. But Joshua Bradfield is starting to make a name. He's getting playing time, and he's making the most of it. So I tell you what, Tigers, we're going to take a break here. You're listening to Eagle Sports. Your Troup Tigers 14-0. We'll be right back after these messages.
Hi, everybody. Welcome back here to Holmes Pharmacy. I've got Perry Prather with me. It's really important to make sure that, if you're taking care of elderly family members or your kids, to make sure they're able to take their drugs properly. Y'all have got a solution.
We've had this Parata Pass, which is a machine that strip packs medication for many years now. We have that packaging system.
Come find out about that and so much more here at Holmes Pharmacy at 3 locations, Commerce Avenue, Hamilton, and inside the Piggly Wiggly. It's homespharmacy.com.
Switching is easy. We do it all the time. We switch on the lights. We switch TV channels. Some of us switch partners while square dancing. Well, that's a stretch. But what's not a stretch is how you can switch and save with State Farm. In fact, State Farm agent Matt Orr right here in LaGrange can switch you over so you can start saving today. Matt and his team are ready to welcome you to the State Farm neighborhood. With Matt Orr, it's easy to switch and save. Just give him a call. When you want the real deal, like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Now let's get back to the action. Troup High School football on the Eagle Sports Network.
Whitewater comes back, tries a little crisscross. Terrion Smith is right there. Smith says no happening. He's actually going to lose a yard as Whitewater started on their own 35-yard line. 2nd down and 11, balls on the 34.
So Terrion Smith's a good-looking athlete, man. He's junior, so look for him to have a big year.
He's caught a couple of touchdown passes so far this year from the offensive perspective. Whitewater comes out of the sugar huddle straight up to the line of scrimmage. Got a man in motion who he'll get the handoff. Corey Richardson will be all swarmed over by who?
Terrion Smith.
Terrion Smith, Dorian Brooks, Quay Birdsong.
TJ Mitchell.
It's coming out of that. Jalen Reed. They're all coming out of that huddle. TJ Mitchell from his linebacker position. He's a senior. He's done a well of a job on both sides of the ball this year. Kind of an unsung guy. You know, he's quietly effective. You don't hear us. We talked a lot about him this last year. He's been under the radar a lot this year, but he's in on a lot of plays.
Well, and what you love about that play that he just made with that group of Tigers is he's clearly on the other side of the field where that running back came in motion.
You're so sweet.
He's clearly on the other side of the field where that running back came in motion. He's got that man, and he followed that man all the way to the backside of that play to make that tackle.
Wow. Whitewater's in a shotgun position. They're going to call a timeout, it looks like, shortly before the first quarter's over. 43 seconds left. Whitewater takes a timeout. We Troup Tigers will take one as well. They're leading. Tigers are leading 14-0. On Eagle Sports. We'll be right back.
WLAG AM LaGrange and W245AW LaGrange. Troup High School Football is brought to you by
Holmes Pharmacy,
Rogers Barbecue and Catfish House, a Southern tradition since 1945, where we only serve U.S. farm-raised catfish. And now you can order online on Facebook or just type Rogers Barbecue LaGrange on your Google search engine and order right there. Then pick it up and enjoy it for the office, your family, or just you. Rogers Barbecue and Catfish House is open Monday through Saturday, 11 a.m. to 9 p.m. on New Franklin Road in LaGrange, or just search on Google Rogers Barbecue and Catfish House in LaGrange.
Now let's get back to the action. Troup High School Football on the Eagle Sports Network.
So we're coming out of break. The Whitewater Wildcats come off the sidelines after discussing it with their coaching staff. 43 seconds left in the first quarter of play. Your Troup Tigers 14, Whitewater Wildcats 0. The Wildcats come up the line from a shotgun position. He rolls out to his opposite side. He's under a lot of pressure, and he tosses it late, but not over the line of scrimmage, and he tosses it into 5 white jerseys, John.
Yep. Well, and thankfully for him, he's outside of the pocket, so that wouldn't be intentional grounding. But you got to think there, as a senior, you're rolling out, you're at least trying to get it in the hands of one of your players.
Caden Fears was so aggressive in his pursuit. It'll bring up 4th down for the Wildcats as their punter will back up on he'll be standing at about the 17, maybe the 18-yard line. Teo Todd, knowing that he got a big kick last time, he backs up to the 34-yard line. With 36 seconds left, Wildcats will take the snap and get the punt away. Nice punt. Teo Todd will fair catch it and fall on it at the 30-yard line.
And I tell you, every single time Whitewater has punted tonight, the Tigers have been back there just ready to block it. T.J. Mitchell was right on top of the punter that time.
You know, the coaches study like that, John, and what I'm noticing is that the punter, it's like he's looking for somebody to come and maybe even interfere with him, but he's taking, in my mind, a tad longer than he should, but maybe that's planned that way.
Well, I think they're probably trying to get some extra yards out of the play right there, as you're alluding to, and we'll see, but they're also, you can tell he's a little nervous because he's angling his body and kicking away from where that guy's coming from.
The Tigers have, on all 4 of his punts tonight, he's been under pressure. The Tiger will break the sideline huddle after getting the play from the coaching staff. Teo Todd, shotgun position, stands on the 25-yard line. He'll take the snap, look to the sidelines, throw it out to Sinkfield. Sinkfield will dodge one, get a block from Noah Dixon. Sinkfield comes up, is almost collar tackle, but he lands hard the way his knee buckled under. Some of the coaches are coming over right now, but he gets up. Yeah, he gets up, but that looked scary from our distance, didn't it?
That did not look good. He folded up really, really awkwardly on that leg. And I'll tell you what.
That's Braden Atcherson coming off. I may have had the number wrong, but I think it was Sinkfield, but Braden Atcherson's coming over here for a slot. Go ahead, John.
Atcherson came in for Davis Munkus, who was just in.
I got you. I thought I saw Davis out here on the left side. Teo takes a snap, looks, hands it off to Ashton Williams, right up the middle. Ashton Williams may break it. He may go all the way. Let's see if he gets caught. He's at the 20, the 15, 5, touchdown, Troup Tigers, as the clock expires in the first quarter of play. That would go out as a 60-yard touchdown run by Ashton Williams. Oh, he's happy. He jumps up. They're giving everybody chest bumps. 20-0 as the quarter ends. So will they change into the field just to kick the PAT since it's a dead ball? You can't really advance it.
Yeah, I'm thinking hopefully we're just going to go ahead. And
McCarty Harrelson will go to kick. Ball is placed down by Davis Munkus and splits the upright by Harrelson. 21-0 as the quarter ends. Your Troup Tigers on top of these Whitewater Wildcats. You're listening to Troup Tiger Football here on Eagle Sports. We'll be right back.
It's fall, y'all. 'Tis the season for feed and football. At Eagle Radio, we have football covered, and the people at Lee's Crossing Feed and Farm have all your needs for feed covered with a great selection of quality food, plot mixes, bird feed, deer feed, calm-back chicken feed, pet food and feeders. Lee's Crossing Feed and Farm also carries Ariens and full lawnmowers, boutique items for the ladies, custom cowboy and cowgirl hats, and a lot more for the indoors and outdoors. Visit Lee's Crossing Feed and Farm today, located on West Point Road next to Charlie Joseph's.
Now let's get back to the action. Troup High School football on the Eagle Sports Network.
Hey, Troup Tiger football. Let's have a second quarter, very much like the first quarter, as both teams are still in their change of quarter huddle on the sidelines. John, wow, Ashton Williams just broke that one for 60 yards. He got about 8 yards beyond, had a couple of hands on his jerseys, but when he tore away, he all of a sudden we saw how fast he was.
Yeah, and he just looked like he was gliding on the field. But that guy on defense, I don't even remember the guy's number because Ashton was so fast. But he had an angle on him, and Ashton hit another gear and took it on into the end zone.
And part of that, it's you can be fast at any given day, but when it pumps that adrenaline in you and you're ready for that touchdown, and this isn't practice, you become a little bit faster.
A little bit more. Yeah. And I can't say enough good things about the work these interior linemen are doing on their pulls, because it was yet another pull that sprung that hole open for Ashton.
Nice. Yeah, you've got, and we're talking offensive linemen, Jatorian Blackman, Stephen Davis, Wade England, Isaiah Hall, and Amarius Purdue as Jeremy Patrick is still kind of nursing his twisted ankle from about 3 weeks ago. Should be ready to go next week. All right, another kickoff. This time a short kick. They'll call it a fair catch on the 30-yard line. So a lot of times that kick is meant to be really high and short, and if you can get up on it, I mean, it's just like a squib kick.
Yeah, and that was beautiful. That was a beautifully executed ball right there where you wanted it, and it could have gotten bad. If I was on Whitewater, I probably would have just let that thing bounce and go out of bounds, but
well, the Tigers were pursuing it. Braden Patrick, sophomore, so he's doing all the kickoff duties and doing a fantastic job. Whitewater will start the second quarter from the 30-yard line as they hustle up to the line of scrimmage. Now they pause a little bit. Quarterback gets way under center. Man in motion, fakes the handoff. He'll take the snap right up the middle. The quarterback will fake the handoff up the middle, turn it, go up behind right guard. He'll pick up maybe a yard. They may give him 2. Let's see where they're going to. Actually, going to give him 3 yards on that. So a nice little. We got an injured Whitewater player down.
I think
on
that's the quarterback. He was met by Jalen Reed and Quay Birdsong on the tackle,
and he's going to be laying there for just a few minutes. With that, your Tigers up 21-0 as we just started the second quarter of play. We'll be right back after these messages.
Start the new school year off right with a new haircut for you and your kids. With 2 great locations to choose from, Sawmill Place in the Piggly Wiggly Shopping Center off Roanoke Road and the Commerce Avenue location next to Kroger. Great Clips saves your haircut details so you can get the same great haircut every time from any Great Clips. Save the time with convenient online check-in. Download the app today. Sawmill Place in the Piggly Wiggly Shopping Center off Roanoke Road and the Commerce Avenue location next to Kroger. Great Clips. It's going to be great.
Now let's get back to the action. Troup High School football on the Eagle Sports Network.
Whitewater, Jonathan Navakis, their leading tackler, and he's also a tight end, limps off the field, so he's going to be okay. They'll take it, put it in motion, toss, sweep it, ball on the ground. Tigers didn't get it, a toss sweep. The quarterback, a left-handed pitch toward the Whitewater sidelines on the numbers, and you had Birdsong, you had Dorian Brooks, you had Noah Dixon out there. T.J. Mitchell were all pursuing that play, looking for that fumble recovery, Jack.
Well, and right there, Blake Battle, their number one offensive weapon this season is, their number one weapon this season just went off the field with his knee.
Wow. So a couple of injuries early for the Whitewater Wildcats to their key players. Yeah. Absolutely. Clock's ticking, 10:50 until halftime. Your Tigers 21 as they scored at the end of the first quarter, 21-0. Wildcats come up to the line of scrimmage. Quarterback's deep under center. He'll fake a toss back in misdirection. No go. The Tigers' defense have been nothing but fanatic tonight. T.J. Mitchell makes the first hit along with Amarius Purdue, who comes in and says, Coach, I want some of that defensive action as well. So he comes in from his normally a defensive player has been filling in for Patrick the last 2 weeks on offense. Was offensive player of the week 2 weeks ago, so he comes in on defense and says, I want some of that action.
Yeah, and I can't say enough good things about what the front guys are doing here on the defense, being able to just keep man and man. When you're playing an offense that runs this much motion, that's what you have to do. You have to have a man on a man, and you got to know your assignment.
It was fourth down for the Wildcats as they punt, but Quay Birdsong has a legitimate argument in that, John, when he came through, the guy had his had his arm all over his shoulder. Wouldn't let him go through.
Yeah. Well, and he still almost blocked the punt with a pretty egregious hold.
It was obvious to everybody except the referee. But I tell you what, with that being said, the Tigers will take over now. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line. Again, excellent field position as Whitewater Wildcats to start the second quarter were 3 and out. Had a fumble mishap. Just the Tigers' defense have just been totally, for this first quarter and the third, just totally dominating on defense. Something that you and I didn't talk about, but they were dominating, just swarming at Callaway, and they've come back in this game against Whitewater and doing the same thing.
And we'll see. We've got Fannin back here with Todd in the backfield.
Teo takes a snap. He's got a deep man in T.J. Mitchell going Terrion Smith. Nice job. But Logan Sinkfield takes a catch about 12 yards down the field, spins. He's going to pick up almost 17 yards for the Tigers.
That was unbelievable.
Just a nice little crossing pattern coming in front of the linebackers. The linebackers are really dropping deep. Sinkfield took it and just spun his way up to a first down inside Whitewater territory at the 44-yard line.
That was a little Karate Kid action. He had a little wax on, wax off on that play. He went one way and then came back the other.
Shout out to Coach Blake Kraft Sr. We love you, man. We're glad you're listening to the Troup Tigers. Teo Todd takes a snap. Stab pass out to Sinkfield as he'll tightrope the sideline for about, they're going to give him 5 yards as they'll mark the ball on the, actually only going to give him 4 yards on that when he'll move the ball up to the 41-yard line. It'll be second down and 6.5 maybe, as the Tigers do not huddle. They're just kind of standing around waiting on the play to be called in as Sinkfield is out here wide to the right. Ashton Williams in the slot. Teo Todd's your quarterback. He stands at the 47-yard line. He'll take the snap. He'll hand it off to Javari Fanning. Fanning looking for an out. He's got outside. He bounces it outside. He's at the 30, 25, 20, down to the 19-yard line. He'll pick up 22, 23 yards on that play by following his block, Jatorian Blackman, on that left side.
Man,
really
good to have him back.
Tigers once again on the prowl. 21-0. 9 minutes and 5 seconds to go until halftime. Tigers are, I could say, in the red zone, but the ball is just inside the 20 at about the 19.5 yard.
One of the things I appreciate so much about the way we're calling the plays tonight is we are balanced. We are running, we are passing, and we are hitting every part of the field.
High snap to Todd. Todd takes it, twists up the middle. He'll pick up maybe 2. The Tigers get behind him and push him. Maybe you're going to get about a 4-yard gain as they're going to move it from the 20, just inside the 20, up to about the 17. They're going to give him a 3-yard, but Teo says, okay, let me run the ball a little bit. You guys having enough fun tonight.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I think he just wants to get hit.
I think he thrives on it. Sinkfield, wide right. In the slot, you've got Ashton Williams. On the short side of the field, you've got Terrion Smith. Ben Taylor sits in his slot. He throws it out to Smith. Smith takes the ball, dodges and turns. He gets kicked out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. It's going to be a 1st and goal at the 8-yard line, John.
Man, that was just well executed. He bobbled it. He bobbled it a little bit on the catch, but secured the ball and then went. So that was good. Could have been a fumble, but he made it happen.
Braden Atchison split out left. Logan Sinkfield split out right. Teo Todd takes the snap. He'll run it straight up the gut, right behind Wade England. He fills off. He goes behind Stephen Davis. He gets smacked at the 5. They're going to push him back to the 6, but they're going to give him a forward progress to the 5-yard line. 2nd and goal from the 5-yard line for the Troup Tigers. 21-0 is your score. Troup Tigers over the Whitewater Wildcats with 7:40 left in this second quarter of play.
It looks like we've got Jace Haywood and Chase Hilton playing right up there behind the line.
That's right.
Yeah, I don't really know how to describe that. Well, there we go.
It's almost like we're
loading it up on the left side of the line over there.
They're double stacking behind Ben Taylor Logan Swinkfeld will take it on the inside sweep. He's going to cut it inside, and they're going to give him a touchdown. Let's call it. What is it?
I think they're going to mark him down short.
At about the 1 foot line as he was following Big Ben Taylor and Chase Hilton off to the short side, really to the Troup sidelines. Couldn't quite make it into the end zone.
So they're calling a false start.
Well, when you were sitting here, I wonder what are they doing, with that double stack on the left side. And sometimes when you're excited about running a new play that you've developed over the week, and something like this happens. So they'll back them up. It'll put the ball 2nd and goal from the just outside the 10, maybe 10.5-yard line. Actually, the nose of the football, as I can see, is on the 10-yard line. Todd looking to the sidelines. Ashton Williams is in the backfield with Teo Todd. He's looking to see what's happening. Braden Atchison split here to the left. So far, the Tigers are going to talk about it. They're going to take a timeout. 6:47 left in the second quarter of play. Your Tigers up 21-0. You listen to Tiger Football on Eagle Sports.
Hi, everybody. Here with Perry Prather at Holmes Pharmacy. And, Perry, I tell you, y'all do so much more with vaccinations.
We do, Coleman. We do a lot of different vaccines, tetanus, toxoid, there's all kinds. It depends on that patient, but shingles is a big thing. And if you're 50 and over, get your shingles vaccine. It's a 2-series. It's real important that people could come in and get that shingles while all the other vaccines are kind of died down.
Come by and see them right here on Commerce Avenue, Hamilton, and inside the Piggly Wiggly. It's homespharmacy.com.
Now let's get back to the action. Troup High School football on the Eagle Sports Network.
As we come back to Whitewater Stadium, your Tigers in a lead, 3-touchdown lead, 21-0. As both teams break the huddle, as the Tigers have called a timeout. And right now they're 2nd and goal from the 10. They want to try to see what they've got and see if they can make good use of this opportunity to get a 4th touchdown in the halfway through the second quarter. Teo Todd in the backfield. Logan Sinkfield split wide right. Jafari Fannin behind him. He'll take the handoff. Jafari Fannin's right up the middle. Will he get in there? He moves inside the 5. He dives down to the 4. They're going to spot him at the 4-yard line. Actually, they're going to put the right foot on the 5-yard line. So it'll be 3rd and goal from the 5-yard line. John, as he followed his right side blockers that time, and Amarius Purdue and Isaiah Hall. So here we go. 3rd and goal for the Tigers. Teo Todd standing on the 10-yard line. He takes a snap. He hands it off to Jafari Fannin. Jafari's fighting, struggling. He might get a half a yard, John.
Do you go for a field goal here, or do you just go ahead and run the play? I think you run the play.
I think I'm up 3 touchdowns. I think I've got Big Mo. I think our defense is playing lights out. I'm going for the touchdown.
That's what I want to do, too, and I think that's exactly what we're going to do right here.
The Tigers line up. Teo Todd will stand on the 11-yard line. And who calls a timeout? Let's see. It is Whitewater.
Yep.
Decides, okay, let's rethink this. So as they take a timeout, your Tigers up 21-0. 5:57 left in the second until halftime. Tigers knocking on the door. We'll be right back.
If you need medical treatment at the highest level and want care that's personal, turn to WellStar. We offer the latest procedures at Georgia's first certified comprehensive cardiac center, along with an innovative approach to fighting cancer, where specialists collaborate to accelerate diagnosis and treatment. We're also home to a top-level stroke program that performs life-saving operations every day. At WellStar, we care for the whole you. Learn more at wellstar.org.
Now let's get back to the action. Troup High School football on the Eagle Sports Network.
All right, so we're back, and in the booth, we're thinking, what might the play be? And John Oliver's got a good idea. Noah Dixon split out to the left side. He's on the hash marks as the Tigers come up to the line of scrimmage. It's 4th and goal, 4th down. The ball's resting on the 5-yard line. You've got Sinkfeld to the right side on the short side of the field. Teo Todd will take the snap. He does exactly what Oliver says. He passes it on a fade route.
Man.
But it's a good defense. He did. It's a touchback. So the intercepted in the end zone. You know, you call the play, John. If we'd had just a little bit more air out to the outside to get it over the defender's head, it would have been all Noah Dixon.
Yeah, that would have been completely Noah. And that is exactly the play that we should have called at that time. We've been at that point in the game, we've been running right on those 3 plays. And the wide side of the field's wide open. You've got a freak athlete like Noah out there. That's exactly what you've got to do. But the first sign of life out of the Whitewater Wildcats.
And with an interception, it brings it out to the 20. Had he knocked it down, they would have just taken over on the 5-yard line.
That's right.
So it was an excellent play by their corner. We take it back. When we have an opportunity to run that again, we're going to make sure we get that distance behind them. Whitewater Wildcats will take it, run it right up the middle. Big. It looks like Navakas is back in the ball game, and he is one heck of an athlete as he is tackled hard by the Tigers, though. He's put down, and he gets up slowly, but it is a right up the middle, and they'll pick up 10 yards, 11 yards in the first down. It'll move it out to the 31-yard line.
Yeah, we'll see here. You give it to the up back sometimes is the one that get away with the most because he's the closest, and the defense can't see him real well, so we'll see how it goes.
They come out of there, what they call a sugar huddle, real quick. Tight under center. He'll turn around and he'll hand it off. He's met at the line of scrimmage by about 8 Tigers. Who comes off the bottom of that? That'll be number 2, Tyler Leslie. We spoke about him, John, in pregame. He and Dorian Brooks comes off the bottom of that huddle. No gain. It'll be second down. Actually, 1 yard gain. It'll be 2nd and 9 for Whitewater. 5 minutes left in the second quarter play. Your Tigers up 3 touchdowns, 21-0. As Whitewater is looking over to the sidelines for a play. Tiger defense, who has played lights out so far this entire first half, John, look to continue to do the same. Wildcats come. The back is just kind of dancing side to side. Quarterback's under huddle, under center. He'll take it. He'll hand it off a little crisscross, and it's just one of those. Nobody knows who's got the football. It was like scrum football. He just carries guys 6, maybe 7 yards. It'll be 3rd down and. Actually, not quite as much of a gain. His knee must have gone down, but they're going to put the ball down on the 37-yard line. He's got to get to the 41, so 3rd down and 4 for Whitewater Wildcats.
And I think it was Dorian Brooks and Quay Birdsong on the tackle.
The Wildcats have one of their players, and it's number 2. He was going down earlier. You mentioned he's a senior for the Wildcats. He comes limping out of the game. Clock still running. 4 minutes to go until halftime. Your Tigers 21. Whitewater Wildcats 0. The center rushes up, followed by the entire offensive unit. Quarterback's under center. He'll take the snap. He'll hand it off on a crisscross. The Tigers are there to meet him, and that's going to go down maybe as a half-yard loss, as I don't think he made it back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, and there again, Tyler Leslie doing exactly what he's supposed to do on the play. He's the one that made the tackle.
He and T.J. Mitchell are coming up off the bottom of that pile, and Leslie just doing really good. You got 14 as well, Charles Davis coming up off that as well. So the ball is resting right now on the 37-yard line. 4th down and 4. Whitewater will punt it. The Tigers are seriously wondering, are they really going to punt it? Because we still don't have a deep man back. Teo Todd comes off the field because we still have got 11 guys up top. They don't know if they're going to. It's a high snap. He is going to punt it. A short punt, John. Very short.
Yeah, that was just a bad punt.
Yeah, it came off. It looks like the outside of his foot, and it goes out of bounds. It looks like somewhere around the Whitewater 47-yard line, maybe.
Yeah,
and that's where they're going to spot it at about the 46-yard line.
And I don't know what happened there for Troup. I mean, we didn't have anybody in the back. It looked like Todd was over there on the sideline waving it off that we weren't going to catch it, and then they didn't even rush anybody. But I mean, that guy could have drilled a punt at that point.
True.
But
it almost looked like we were thinking this is going to be a fake. Surely not going to punt it because they're down.
That had to be what they were thinking.
Well, at any rate, I said the 46. It's now the 45-yard line. So it might have been a 5-yard punt as far as that goes. So the Tigers take over at the Whitewater 45-yard line. 2 receivers wide, split wide to the right. Can't get you the number 1 on the left. Teo Todd will take it. He'll hand it off to the Javari Fannin, smack up the middle. Javari rushes. He's going to pick up 2 yards they're going to give him to the Whitewater Wildcats, push him backwards. So it'll be 2nd down and 8 as the clock continues to run inside 3 minutes to go until halftime.
You know, the Tiger in me that wants us to just go ahead and push this down the field really quickly and score, but we may just be running the clock here to end the half. But I sure would love to see us make a big throw.
And, it could be a break up the middle. You never know when Javari. Speaking of the throw, here we go. Teo Todd takes it back. He throws it down the middle, across the middle. And it's almost intercepted, but it was broken up to Logan Sinkfield. He was coming down on a 20-yard hook, and the ball was just at his fingertips. It went off his fingertips, and a Whitewater for safety almost dove and caught it.
Yeah, I think if that ball would have just been a little bit further in front of Sinkfield, that would have been a touchdown.
It would have been, because the safety was going on the ball behind Sinkfield. Had Sinkfield caught it, he could have just trotted into the end zone. But it's 3rd down and 9.
Now I'd see Dixon or Ashton Williams if we just do the same thing.
Ashton Williams split far to the left. Teo Todd. We're going to get an offsides by Whitewater as Todd slaps his hands, and that'll draw an offsides. So that'll move the ball 5 yards from the 39. Down to the 34-yard line.
And that may change the play call here.
The 44 down to the 39-yard line. So 2:21 left on the penalty until halftime. Your Tigers 21, the Wildcats 0.
I wouldn't be surprised to see Dixon get another one of those bubble screens and go ahead and take it.
Braden Atchison split wide to the right. Noah Dixon in the slot. Teo Todd looks back to the sidelines. 14, 13, 10 seconds left on the play clock. Teo Todd takes a snap. He'll hand it off to Javari Fanning. Javari Fanning kicks out to the left side, over to the Troup sidelines. He gets a first down and more. The clock will continue to run. He'll bring it. They'll mark him down at the 30-yard line. He'll pick up about 12 yards on that carry off to the left side. Again, you mentioned Javari in the pregame show, and he's having a well of a night running the football.
He's having a really good night, and it's good. This kid, a lot of you guys listen on the radio, you may not know this. I mean, you've heard about him, you've heard his name, but this kid is a hard worker, a really, really hard worker.
Tigers up to the line of scrimmage. Atchison split hard right. Teo Todd looks inside bubble screen to Noah Dixon. Noah Dixon will take it. He moves out to the 15, the 20, 21-yard line. He's going to be tackled at the 21-yard line, but not until he picks up about 8 yards. Second down. You're going to give him 7 yards. It's second down and 3 for the Tigers. Ball's resting on the 22-yard line. Clock is running. 1:50 left until halftime. Tigers not in a hurry, but they're very methodical about what they're doing, John.
Yep, and balanced. That's the thing. That's the key, and I think that's what's keeping Whitewater off, is that they're going wide side, short side, pass, throw, or pass and run. I mean, they're doing it all tonight.
A little bit tighter splits as Teo Todd will take it, run it up behind Jatorian Blackman. He'll pick up he'll go down to the 20-yard line, so it'll be 4th down, actually.
Yeah, Stephen Davis having a really good night blocking, and his cousin is the offensive line coach at Long Cane now, Russell Yateman.
I like Russell.
So celebrating 10-year anniversary today. Happy anniversary.
Happy anniversary, Russell. 3rd down and 3. Teo Todd steps back to shotgun. Ben Taylor in the slot position. He pulls, goes right up the middle. First down, Teo Todd down to the 10-yard line, or the 15-yard line. That'll pick up 7-8 yards for the Tigers, right up the middle behind Stephen Davis and Wade England, Jatorian Blackman. And Teo Todd is sitting down. He may have twisted his ankle as he went down. It looks like Teo sitting down.
It is Teo, and you could see when he was running through the line, his feet just pop, 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 pop. And then you got to keep those feet rolling, but if one of those feet sticks, sometimes that's what happens on this turf.
We're going to take a short timeout. 50 seconds until halftime. You're listening to Troup High Tiger Football on Eagle Sports.
As a mom of 2 boys, it's important to keep my family comfortable year-round, and there's only one name I trust to do so, Ace Air. Ace Air has been keeping our indoor air comfortable and healthy for more than 20 years.
Ace Air is the area's only York-certified comfort expert dealer, so you enjoy the best price and warranty. From installations to repairs to air quality, Ace Air is the team that treats your comfort as their top priority. So call Ace to condition your space or visit them online at ace-air.net.
Hello, folks. My name is Gerald Kemp, owner of Kemp's Dalton West Carpets in Noonan and Peachtree City, and Kemp's Carpets in LaGrange. I purchased this airtime on this station to apologize. Yes, that's right, to apologize to all of you listening. You see, when you come into any one of our 3 stores, you will not find a special can of paint for the bathrooms. No washing machines.
I know it.
You see, at Kemp's, we specialize in one thing and one thing only. Floor cover. Kemp's Dalton West Carpets in Noonan, Peachtree City, and Kemp's Carpets in LaGrange, where we do floor covering, and we do it right.
Hi, friends. It's TOW here at Kia LaGrange. This month, we are highlighting a 23 Kia Forte LX with a starting price of only $19,960. It proves to be one smart buy. Hey, folks, listen to me. 10-year, 100,000-mile warranty, 5-star crash rated. It is stylish from bumper to bumper and comes with more standard features than I can even mention. So come by today and test drive one at 1217 Lafayette Parkway in the beautiful city of LaGrange, Georgia. Help support the local economy, and God bless America.
Now let's get back to the action. Troup High School football on the Eagle Sports Network.
All right, Logan Sinkfeld in quarterback for Teo Titus. He is limping off the sidelines. He will take the handoff, move to the left side, pick up a yard. The ball goes down inside the 15 to the 14, and the Troup High Tigers will take a timeout. So with that, no, actually, let's keep it right here as they're coming back out of the huddle. 17 seconds left until halftime. Your Troup Tigers 21, Whitewater Wildcats 0. So we're the Wildcats has an injured player as well. Ironically, at the Troup Tiger timeout, as they're coming off the field, he's got his helmet off. Number 1, it looks like, John.
Yeah, it looks to be a stinger the way he's letting that left arm hang.
So the idea we think is the Tigers still have some timeouts left. Do we see if we can score this time? We don't. Kick a field goal?
I think you throw. I think you either throw to Marking or you throw to Dixon right here, or just run it. That'll do, Sinkfield.
Logan Sinkfield, touchdown, Tigers. I was so mesmerized by what they were doing. He took the snap. He rolls to the right side toward the Whitewater sidelines. He has a gap that a tractor-trailer truck could run through. He turns it upfield, had 2 receivers he could have thrown it to, but he ran and just walked into the end zone as the Wildcat defense really didn't know what he was going to do.
Yeah, that was a beautiful run-pass option, or RPO as we call it. Beautiful execution from Logan Sinkfield.
So Davis Munkus ready to receive it. He takes it, snap down. McCarty Harrelson kicks it, splits the upright. Your Tigers up with 12 seconds left to go until halftime, 28-0. We'll be right back on the Tiger Football Network.
Hey, I'm Jody Ward, and I'm excited and thankful about joining the Medicine Cabinet family. I bring over 30 years of local community pharmacy experience to the Medicine Cabinet. It is a pleasure and privilege for me to serve our community in the prettiest pharmacy in Troup County. You will find our excellent staff willing and ready to serve all of your healthcare needs. Come and see us for all of your vaccines, and we will soon be starting our comprehensive therapy management services program. Come visit us at the beautiful Lee's Crossing location.
You've changed thousands of diapers, cut off hundreds of crusts, played hours of peekaboo and duck duck goose because you do anything for your kids. That's why it's so important to protect them with life insurance from State Farm. State Farm agent Matt Orr will make it easy and affordable to help you protect your family, no matter what the future holds. Because for the people you do anything for, life insurance could mean everything. Call State Farm agent Matt Orr in LaGrange today. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Hello, I'm Steve Boatner, your LaGrange Edward Jones financial advisor. I believe in learning about you so I can understand what you're working toward before you invest your money. Whether you're planning for retirement, saving for college for children or grandchildren, or just trying to protect the financial future of your family. Call me, Steve Boatner, or just search Edward Jones, Steve Boatner to get started. My Edward Jones office is located at 119 Poplar Circle, just off Lafayette Parkway in LaGrange. Edward Jones, making sense of investing, member SIPC.
Precision Auto Body started after Eddie Bartlett painted his first bike when he was a kid. And after a lot of schooling and training, now Precision Auto Body is one of the premier body shops in Georgia and Alabama.
Hey, I'm Eddie Bartlett. Come see us today down at Precision Auto Body right here in LaGrange, Georgia.
So if you need your car or truck brought back to original specs, bring your pride and joy to the staff of Precision Auto Body, and they'll take care of the rest. Precision Auto Body, 101 Service Park Lane in LaGrange.
Now let's get back to the action. Troup High School football on the Eagle Sports Network.
A broken play from Whitewater's offense. They look like it's a misdirection. Didn't know who to hand it off to, so the quarterback tucks it, runs it up. He might get a yard, and that will end the first half as your Tigers 4 touchdown lead, 28-0 in total defensive domination by the Troup Tigers. And you know what? The offense put up 4 scores as well. So we're excited to talk about some of these stats and all that's happened this first half of play from your Troup High Tigers. We'll be right back after these quick messages and lovely sponsors of Troup Football.
You'll buy no other shirt now. Mm-hmm.
At Mud Creek Graphics, we have over 26 years of experience bringing you the best in apparel printing. Our exceptional graphic artists will work with you to create beautiful custom-designed T-shirts for any occasion. That's not all. Mud Creek Graphics is there for you for the printing of banners and signs. They'll get your message across to everyone. We love to support our local schools every year. So for your custom signs, banners, embroidery, and more, like Mud Creek Graphics on the Book of Faces, visit us at our new location, 2219 West Point Road.
Waldrop Steel's goal is to bring affordable metal pricing to the surrounding areas. Located at 2418 Veterans Memorial Parkway in Lynette, Waldrop Steel sells to the general public as well as commercial and industrial businesses. They offer roofing panels, commercial roofing, and complete building packages. In addition, Waldrop Steel provides all types of galvanized stainless and black metal. Give them a call today at 334-630-1117, 334-630-1117. For all your steel needs, large or small, Waldrop Steel.
Hi, everybody. Welcome back here to Holmes Pharmacy. I'm here with Perry Prather. And Perry, if your feet hurt or your legs are tired, there's some products out there that can help you.
Absolutely, Coleman. We have one of the largest selections that I know in maybe 50 miles of support stockings, compression hose, any orthotic products that we can help with your legs and your feet, whatever, to get the swelling out of your legs. Come by and give us a shot. Look at our extensive line of hose.
There you go. Come find them right here at Hamilton, Commerce Avenue, and inside the Piggly Wiggly. It's homespharmacy.com.
At Wellstar West Georgia Medical Center, we believe teamwork makes all the difference in your health. We believe that skilled people can achieve higher standards and exceptional results. We believe in a game plan that's focused on patient safety and quality care. At Wellstar West Georgia Medical Center in LaGrange, we believe in life well lived. To learn more about award-winning healthcare, visit wellstar.org/WGMC.
Now let's get back to the action. Troup High School football on the Eagle Sports Network.
Well, who would have thunk it after last year's game, back and forth? Troup Tigers come into this contest, and we talked about, what all Whitewater could do and their athletes, and we talked about what we could do, but I don't think either one of us or anybody listening could foresaw 28-0 at halftime. Your Troup Tigers on top of these tough Whitewater Wildcats.
Yeah, it's just been a dominant performance. It's just been a dominant performance from the guys in every phase of the game. I mean, our defense is playing lights out. They're knowing their assignments. They're executing. I don't know how many yards they have tonight, but it can't be more than 20 yards.
And we talked about last year they had over 241 yards rushing and only 100 yards passing. You're right. I don't see that many yards. Maybe 50 if they're lucky.
Yeah, and by the time that all these tackles behind the line and all these penalty yardage they're getting into, I mean, they've probably got an equal amount of penalty yardage as they do offensive yardage.
That's a good point. They've got caught for several illegal motion penalties. And you and I have seen a couple of questionable things that maybe could have or should have been called. I'm not saying that our guys hadn't done some of the same things. We just hadn't seen them.
Yeah, well, and, I think a telltale sign when you know that you should have called a face mask is when the face mask turns the guy's body all the way around. That's what happened with Sinkfield on that run over there towards the end zone. But, I think the big thing, and we talked about this a little bit, is when you're playing at a high level on defense and the offense for Whitewater is just not able to execute, you're not putting out long drives, which means that your defense is having to go on the field more. They're not getting rest. They're not getting an opportunity to take a break. And they're going against a really potent offense that has weapons everywhere with the Tigers. And so there's just no relief for them. And so the more this game goes, the more tired that defense is going to be. And the same's true for our guys. They're on the field a lot, but they got a lot of 3 and outs.
You're right. But as an offensive player, you've played that O-line before. When you feel it, when it's going your way, you seem to not be tired like you are on defense.
You can do a 15-play drive, and it doesn't matter. Well, I say that from an offensive lineman's perspective because 15-play drive, that means I go 30 yards.
Yeah,
so
right.
For them, that's a little bit different.
Hey, the biggest story going into halftime, though, if you fans were listening, is with about 17 seconds left to go into halftime, Teo Todd takes a snap, goes up the middle, and is tackled after he gets the first down on about the 10-yard line. But he looks like he's twisted backwards, and he gets up and he's helped off the field. He does not put any pressure on that right leg. So We really don't know if it's an ankle or if it's a knee, and if he's just making sure he gets to the sidelines and let the athletic trainers take a look at it to see what needs to be done. So we'll try to keep you guys posted. I'm not down on the sidelines tonight, so we're basically just going to have to see through our binoculars as to what's happening, and we'll certainly know if he's coming back out in the second half. But at any rate, Logan Sinkfield, just kind of like what you talked about last year, he steps in, has an opportunity, he runs, he gets horse collared. 2 plays later, he scores.
Yeah, on a beautiful RPO that you and I were both thought for sure he was going to pass that ball on 2 occasions before he was like, oh, wait, I'll just go. So that was really good execution. And what's so amazing about Sinkfield is he's just cool at all times. It doesn't matter what situation he's in. He's just going to perform. He's an athlete, and he's such an asset for our football team.
You know, Jack and I talked about it all last year, and you can see it. You just hit on it. He doesn't get rattled in any situation. He's asked, hey, I need you at quarterback right now. Boom, he's over there. I need you at wide out. I need you at the defensive corner. And it's in tense situations, in situations that you need to step up and be the leader, and the light's shining on you, and everybody's watching you, and he just does not show any fear. He just goes, calm nerves, and does what he needs to do.
Yep, and he's great on defense. He's great on offense. But the thing that's most impressive about Logan is you got a guy who's one of the, if not the best player in 4A and in the state in Teo Todd. And when Sinkfield comes over there, our offense doesn't miss a beat.
No, you know, it's funny. We could say that it doesn't drop off. Maybe it drops off from a yardage production standpoint that Teo's going to give you, but where we see Logan Sinkfield when he's had to step in and play quarterback, he's done a phenomenal job. And as Coach Glisson said, hey guys, when you came to play with us, Logan, you knew what the quarterback position was. And you know what your attitude has been? Coach, put me in anywhere you want me. I want to be on the field, and he's made the most of it being that team player. Hey, with that being said, we're going to take a short break. Come back. We're going to talk more about what opportunities we had to score in the first half. You're listening to Troup High Tiger Football on Eagle Sports.
As a mom of 2 boys, it's important to keep my family comfortable year-round, and there's only one name I trust to do so, Ace Air. Ace Air has been keeping our indoor air comfortable and healthy for more than 20 years.
Ace Air is the area's only York-certified comfort expert dealer, so you enjoy the best price and warranty. From installations to repairs to air quality, Ace Air is the team that treats your comfort as their top priority. So call Ace to condition your space or visit them online at ace-air.net.
Hello, folks. My name is Gerald Kemp, owner of Kemp's Dalton West Carpets in Noonan and Peachtree City, and Kemp's Carpets in LaGrange. I purchased this airtime on this station to apologize. Yes, that's right, to apologize to all of you listening. You see, when you come into any one of our 3 stores, you will not find a special can of paint for the bathroom. No washing machines. You see, at Kemp's, we specialize in one thing and one thing only, floor cover. Kemp's Dalton West Carpets in Noonan, Peachtree City, and Kemp's Carpets in LaGrange, where we do floor covering, and we do it right.
Hi, friends. It's TOW here at Kia LaGrange. This month, we are highlighting a 23 Kia Forte LX with a starting price of only $19,960. It proves to be one smart buy. Hey, folks, listen to me. 10-year, 100,000-mile warranty, 5-star crash rated. It is stylish from bumper to bumper and comes with more standard features than I could even mention. So come by today and test drive one at 1217 Lafayette Parkway in the beautiful city of LaGrange, Georgia. Help support your local economy, and God bless America.
When you make the right decision, it just feels good, like picking that perfect accent rug or choosing a good night's sleep over an all-night crime show binge. It feels really good to make the right insurance decision, too. That's why State Farm agent Matt Orr is right here in LaGrange to help you select the right protection at the right price. Matt Orr will make sure that you understand your State Farm coverages so you'll know what to expect if the unexpected happens. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Now let's get back to the action. Troup High School football on the Eagle Sports Network.
We're here at halftime, 28-0. Your Troup Tigers over the Whitewater Wildcats. And Brother John Oliver's got the binoculars trying to see what's going on over across the way. We say we try to get your report. What we're seeing now is that Teo Todd has his shoulder pads off and he's still sitting down. He hadn't got up, so it could be a number of things. We don't want to speculate on anything, but we'd like to think that because we're up 4 touchdowns, and that that Logan Sinkfield will kind of take us the second half. But we will see. Speaking of taking us through some scoring opportunities, we opened up the game at the 8:42 mark, John, with a 12-yard touchdown by senior tailback Javari Fanning, and we talked about him in the pregame. We so wished he's going to have a good game, and he scored the first touchdown, and he has had several good hard runs since then. But he opens up the scoring for the Tigers at the 8:42 mark of the first quarter, making that 7-0.
Yeah, and he's definitely he's got to be over 60 yards rushing tonight. I mean, he's probably going to have a 100-yard game.
He's had a couple of long runs, but he's also had the hard fought for those 60 yards as well. So he is doing fantastic. Second score came at the 2:18 mark of the first quarter. Teo Todd had with the defense had just really played lights out and set the Tigers up, almost blocked a punt and set the Tigers up to be able to get the ball at the 40-yard line. And Todd takes them down and scores on a 2-yard quarterback run with 2:18, making it 14-0 at that time. Ashton Williams, as the quarter ends, a 60-yard man lights out. When he saw that guy's chasing him, he just put his afterburners on. We didn't realize how fast Ashton Williams was, but he showed us tonight he's got some speed.
Yeah, and I'll tell you who figured out real quick how fast he is number 20 on the defense.
He had the angle, as you said, and he just couldn't catch him. I was impressed. And, and so far the first half, the Tiger defense has totally shut out Corey Richardson, their fast track athlete that was so good against us last year.
Yeah.
So good Tiger. We'll talk more about some of the individuals on the defense as well. But and with 15 seconds left going into halftime, as Logan Sinkfield takes over for Teo Todd, he runs the football off to the left side over toward the Tiger sidelines and gets kind of tackled high and twisted out. Tigers call a timeout, and let's think about this. There's 17 seconds left. What do we do? And, I had a couple of ideas. You had a couple of ideas, and you know what? Neither one of them held true. Logan Sinkfield rolled to the right, had two receivers. He pumped, and he said, well, hey, this lane's wide open. I'll just take it. And he ran 10 yards straight up the middle on the right hash mark, scored at the really as was going away. So,
yeah. Well, and the deal is, the reason our plays didn't work is I don't think we're as creative as what he did.
That's why we're up here, right?
That's right.
That's why we make the big bucks. Remember that, Coleman? We may go on strike just like the auto worker. Just let you know early now. Hey, on defense, Jalen Reed, 2 tackles, Sinkfeld.
He's got to have more than that.
But yeah, just some estimates that John has been keeping up with, because, man, when you see 6 or 7 white jerseys, they're all going to get assists. And when you grade the film, you realize, wow, that kid was all over the place.
Yeah, and the guy that's been all over the place for the defense for the Tigers is really 2 guys that I can think of. Is T.J. Mitchell doing such a great job. He's got at least 4 or 5 tackles tonight. And Birdsong has had a ton of pressure in the backfield, started off the game with a blocked punt, and he's got about 5 tackles for the night. And that's just the ones that I could see.
And the opening kickoff, he set the tone. If you remember, when we kicked off, he just came down the field and waylaid their ball carrier.
Yeah, just earholed that kid on the 30. That was insane.
He said, I'm here, baby. And I think he knows his grandfather and his uncle's in the stands along with his dad.
A little extra motivation, yeah.
Absolutely. But the defense, guys, if you've been listening to us, they have played a tremendous game tonight, keeping Whitewater at bay. Only their longest run might have been an 8-yard run, and that was when Navakis came in and ran it right up the middle, and he's big enough that he can carry a couple of Tigers,
Yeah, and he's dealing with some injuries tonight, and so is Battle. Battle was the kid that we were looking at on the way up here, was going to be the guy that was catching the ball out of the backfield and making some things happen, and he still very well could do that, but he's already left the game this evening. We'll see if he comes back.
With that being said, the Tigers offensively, defensively, the entire first half have just been dominating, and I guess dominating is a strong word. Defensively, you like to say dominating, because they have shut down that Whitewater offense, a pretty potent wing T offense that can just run the ball like crazy, as they proved last year. The Tigers are ready for it. Quinn Prather, defensive coordinator, first-year coordinator. He's excited for a big game, big opening region game like this, and he's got to be proud of his defensive unit and the way they played tonight.
Well, and pitching a shutout right now, number 1 in the state, number 1 in 4A right now with only 6.7 points per game. It looks like that's going to be the case tonight, hopefully. And so that's excellent. But, I think for defense, we do say dominant because it is an aggressive term, right? It's not as sexy to say efficient on the offense, but I will say we've been efficient. We've been extremely efficient. The guys have been passing the ball to the right, to the left. You've heard me say that. We've been running the ball up the middle really well. And we haven't really done anything crazy. There hasn't been anything. There's been a few RPOs that we've executed. There's been some plays we missed downfield. Todd missed a couple long balls. On one, he threw the ball too high. On one, in the end zone, on the interception.
That's right.
He just needed a little bit more air on it. And when he threw it over the middle, he just needed to be a little bit more in front.
That's right.
But, he's right there.
But I tell you, he has had 2 or 3 effective inside little stab passes out to the hash mark, not all the way out to the sidelines. That's what we've seen the first couple of games of the year. But now it's like they've shortened it down, and Glisson and his staff has said, look, let's go a short pass, and you know who that guy is? Let's throw it to Dixon and let him have some free reign. And he's picked up probably 30 or 40 yards just on those little short inside bubble screens.
Yeah, on after catch, too. And, one of the things I love about that is it's been really fun to watch how they are throwing the ball and running the ball to the short side of the field, and they're doing it deliberately and intentionally to get those guys really squeezing down, and then all of a sudden, boom, Tigers are breaking something on the wide side. So it's, like I said, really efficient offense. Look to see that continue in the second half, and look excited to see what Logan Sinkfield can do here in the third quarter.
Well, it certainly looks like Logan will be the man in charge coming into the Tigers' second half. You're listening to Troup High Tiger Football on the Tiger Football Network and Eagle Sports. We'll be right back.
Rogers Barbecue and Catfish House, a Southern tradition since 1945, where we only serve U.S. farm-raised catfish. And now you can order online on Facebook or just type Rogers Barbecue LaGrange on your Google search engine and order right there. Then pick it up and enjoy it for the office, your family, or just you. Rogers Barbecue and Catfish House is open Monday through Saturday, 11 a.m. to 9 p.m. on New Franklin Road in LaGrange, or just search on Google Rogers Barbecue and Catfish House in LaGrange.
Hello, I'm Steve Butts, pharmacist at the Medicine Cabinet on Moody Bridge Road. At the Medicine Cabinet, we hope to make you feel right at home in our stores. Our mission is and always has been to provide service that is exceedingly abundantly above anything a customer could ask. We serve you from 3 locations in LaGrange on Moody Bridge Road, Vernon Street, and our newest location at Lee's Crossing. At the Medicine Cabinet, we proudly offer a drive-through window, delivery service, and immunizations. We're grateful for your business and look forward to continuing our service to you for years to come.
It's fall, y'all. 'Tis the season for feed and football. At Eagle Radio, we have football covered, and the people at Lee's Crossing Feed and Farm have all your needs for feed covered with a great selection of quality food, plot mixes, bird feed, deer feed, calm-back chicken feed, pet food and feeders. Lee's Crossing Feed and Farm also carries Ariens and full lawnmowers, boutique items for the ladies, custom cowboy and cowgirl hats, and a lot more for the indoors and outdoors. Visit Lee's Crossing Feed and Farm today, located on West Point Road next to Charlie Joseph's.
Start the new school year off right with a new haircut for you and your kids. With 2 great locations to choose from, Sawmill Place in the Piggly Wiggly Shopping Center off Roanoke Road and the Commerce Avenue location next to Kroger. Great Clips saves your haircut details so you can get the same great haircut every time from any Great Clips. Save the time with convenient online check-in. Download the app today. Sawmill Place in the Piggly Wiggly Shopping Center off Roanoke Road and the Commerce Avenue location next to Kroger. Great Clips. It's going to be great.
Now let's get back to the action. Troup High School football on the Eagle Sports Network.
As we come back to Whitewater High School, and your Troup Tigers are in the end zone, stretching out, working it out, and getting ready for the second half of play. Right now, they have a pretty commanding lead, 4 touchdown ahead, 28-0, as Quinn Prather's defense has played lights out, as we said, as we're still at halftime here at Whitewater High School, as we've had the binoculars on under the Troup High Tiger tent. The fans sitting on the sidelines, sitting in the visitor stands, really can't see, and we're over in the booth, and we can look into the booth via the binoculars, and there's a big bag of ice on Teo's right ankle, and so we hope that everything will be okay as you get ice on it, and we'll see how he progresses over the next 24 hours and what coach, and we'll hopefully know more about it Monday night, as you are all welcome to join us each and every Monday night, 7:30 p.m. Listen to us live on 96.9 and 102.3, all the Eagle Sports Network. we'll be live at Your Pie Pizza, downtown LaGrange, as we have been. This is like our third or fourth year, I think, enjoying each and every Monday night. I know all the coaches love it. You'll have Callaway coming on at 7. You'll have Troup High Tigers. I'll have Coach Glisson on at 7:30, followed by LaGrange will end the night at 8 o'clock. And get a little score update. Jeff Estes, thank you, our operator tonight, and technician, camera operator, doing a heck of a job. So we've had no complaints. That means you're doing a great job, Jeff. That's the way we look at it. And right now, LaGrange and Stars Mill at their halftime are tied up 7-7. We knew it was going to be a battle. You know, Stars Mill is that other team, John, that we'll face next week. We kind of did the same thing last year. We did Whitewater one week, LaGrange did Stars Mill, and we flipped it around and did it. And so each Stars Mill and Whitewater is a tremendous wing tee offense. And let's just see what that game comes out tonight. But right now, let's focus on our Tigers and what we have to outlook for the second half of play.
Well, on the second half, I'm looking forward to really seeing who's going to be making plays on the offense. The defense, I mean, I just can't say enough good things about what our defense is doing. But I'm really excited to watch Logan Sinkfield operate this offense and see what he can do, and not have it be in relief time, but really appear with the starters. So we'll see.
Hey, we're going to take another break here in just a minute, but let's thank some of our sponsors: Your Pie Pizza, Holmes Pharmacy, State Farm in Matador, Lee's Crossing Feed and Seed, Waltrip Steel, Mud Creek Graphics. I can't think of a better place to get a T-shirt. But Key of LaGrange, Great Clips, Rogers Barbecue. And we'll be right back. You're listening to Troup High Tiger Football, 28-0 at halftime on Eagle Sports.
Well, I know of the shirt now.
At Mud Creek Graphics, we have over 26 years of experience bringing you the best in apparel printing. Our exceptional graphic artists will work with you to create beautiful custom-designed T-shirts for any occasion. That's not all. Mud Creek Graphics is there for you for the printing of banners and signs. They'll get your message across to everyone. We love to support our local schools every year. So for your custom signs, banners, embroidery, and more, like Mud Creek Graphics on the Book of Faces, visit us at our new location, 2219 West Point Road.
If you need medical treatment at the highest level and want care that's personal, turn to WellStar. We offer the latest procedures at Georgia's first certified comprehensive cardiac center, along with an innovative approach to fighting cancer, where specialists collaborate to accelerate diagnosis and treatment. We're also home to a top-level stroke program that performs life-saving operations every day. At WellStar, we care for the whole you. Learn more at wellstar.org.
Waltrip Steel's goal is to bring affordable metal pricing to the surrounding areas. Located at 2418 Veterans Memorial Parkway in Lynette, Waltrip Steel sells to the general public as well as commercial and industrial businesses. They offer roofing panels, commercial roofing, and complete building packages. In addition, Waltrip Steel provides all types of galvanized stainless and black metal. Give them a call today at 334-630-1117, 334-630-1117.
For all your steel needs, large or small,
Waltrip Steel.
Perry Prather here with me from Holmes Pharmacy. And Perry, I've got 3 locations, but it's more than just locations. It's about the people.
It is, Coleman. I've been real blessed. We've got a great staff here at Holmes Pharmacy. I have pharmacist Charles Reed and Mandy Lamb here. Down here in Hamilton, we have Kim Story, John Ritchie, and Garrett Brown. And we have awesome staff down there. And then we also here at Sawmill inside the Piggly Wiggly, we have Elise Jeter and Scott Burton running that store. So get our app, go to our website. We'd love to see you.
HolmesPharmacy.com.
Now let's get back to the action. Troup High School football on the Eagle Sports Network.
Hey, we're back at Whitewater Stadium as the Troup Tigers deferred to the second half, so they'll receive the football, and so they're back on the field as the Whitewater Wildcats will kick off for the first time. We've really seen them punt a few times, but we haven't seen them kick off. John.
So we got Javari Fannin and Logan Sinkfield back to receive. And either one of those guys is dangerous.
You got Davis Munkus, Braden Atcherson, along with Ashton Williams on the middle line.
I doubt they kick it deep.
Let's see what happens.
Oh, well, that's why I'm up here.
He kicks it into the end zone over Davis Munkus. Actually, Tyrion Smith, I think it looks like. Yes, it goes in the end zone. So the Tigers will take over first series in the second quarter of play. They'll begin on their own 20-yard line.
I judged the book by its cover there, Greg. I didn't think that kicker had the leg on him.
They lack the ball, but well, here comes number 2 once again limping off the field, and he struggled with that whatever injury he's got. He struggled with it all night long. So the Tigers come onto the playing surface.
It looks like Jalen Reed is out far from us.
Wade England, the center, will lead them up to the line of scrimmage. Amarius Purdue, Jatorian Blackman, Stephen Davis, and Isaiah Hall. Logan Sinkfield stands at the 15-yard line. He'll take the snap, hand it off to Javari Fanning. Javari Fanning takes it out to the left side behind big Jatorian Blackman, and he'll pick up about, 7 yards. And it looked like he might have got hit early, John, but he just kept on churning those legs, and he actually picks up 8 yards. It'll be 2nd down and 2. Ball's resting on the 28-yard line.
He's shifty. I don't know if we're going to come out and just keep running the ball or if we're going to try to get it in the air here, but I sure would love to see Noah Dixon get his hands on another one of those bubble screens and see what he could do, because there's not a whole lot going on the wide side of the field over there.
As you know, I don't think the coaching staff's going to shy away from letting Logan Sinkfield throw the football because we know he can throw it. So Sinkfield, your quarterback, he'll take the snap. He'll hand it off, fake it to actually Javari Fanning. Sinkfield takes it up the middle. He bounces, weaves. He's over the 40. He cuts it outside. Got plenty of blockers.
Goodness
50,
gracious.
40. He is flying down the field. He may get pushed out of bounds. No, he's going to go. He moves. He rolls over somebody. Touchdown. Troup Tigers. 86 yards. Logan Sinkfield. Wow.
That was unbelievable.
Man, we just talked about, are we going to take a step back at halftime if Tail Todd's not out? If he's out. But Logan Sinkfield proves that he is cool under any situation.
Well, if you're watching online, you were able to see a lot of the shiftiness that he did, but he was directing the blockers in front of him. He was patient, and that was just complete. That was Logan.
And that was, and it was team, like you're right, he was directing the blockers as he ran down the field. Davis Munkus ready to take the hold. He snaps, puts it down. McCarty Harrelson kicks him, splits the upright. 35-0. Your Tigers open up this second half. Just a minute gone by, and 5 touchdown lead. You're listening to Troup High Football on Eagle Sports. We'll be right back.
WLAG AM LaGrange and W245AW LaGrange. Troup High School Football is brought to you by
State Farm Agent Matt Orr.
Now let's get back to the action. Troup High School Football on the Eagle Sports Network.
Troup Tigers a commanding 5 touchdown lead, 35-0 as they take the kickoff. Goes into the end zone. They'll start from the 20-yard line. Javari Fanning takes the first play about 8 yards up from the 20 to the 28-yard line. Logan Sinkfield takes it straight up the middle for, 80, but it's actually more like 72-yard touchdown run. But, man, did he look good. Followed his blockers. So the Tigers will kick off. Whitewater will take a fair catch at their own 29-yard line. And once again, is that battle coming limping off with his flag in the front of him? Can't see his number.
That's exactly who that is.
He is. Give him credit for hanging out there, but man, he's a trooper. Well, he's a Whitewater guy, but he could be a trooper. But he's tough. He's tough. The Tigers will come up on defense, 35-0, as we open the second half with another touchdown.
I sure would love to see another play of the caliber of what Logan Sinkfield did, but I don't know. That was a unbelievable play.
I tell you what, if you get a chance, folks, and you're listening to us, but you're not watching us on the National Federation of High School live stream, then when you get an opportunity next week, certainly look on YouTube. You're going to find that run somewhere. That was an amazing run. Whitewater comes up. He'll take a sweep. Corey Richardson will finally get the football on a big student body sweep to the right. He may pick up 4 yards, but what a big pursuit by the Tigers.
Yeah, Quay Birdsong just flew over from the middle linebacker position and made that play.
Quay Birdsong started out with number 1, decided this year he wanted to go to 0.
That's cool.
And maybe he's playing 0 lights out, baby, because he is, or maybe his goal was to, I don't know why, but I like the number 0, and he's wearing it well so far. Whitewater runs back up to the line of scrimmage. A little bit of movement.
Yeah, we had a false start there.
A little bit of movement, and the official saw it, the umpire. Of course, Quay loves to, he should be in theater sometimes, but they pushed him back because they know Quay is a he's a go-getter. He's an athlete, and if any other team think they can get up under his skin, they're going to try it. But he is cool. He's played one heck of a ball game. That'll back it up. So it negates that gain, John. So it'll be second down and 11.
And that's what we talked about at halftime, right? Is every offensive yard they've got, they're killing themselves with penalties tonight.
One step forward, two steps back for the Whitewater Wildcats. They sneak up under center. Man goes in motion. He'll hand it off right up the middle. He'll fake it. Quarterback will keep it. To really picks up about 11 yards. That may be the biggest run that they've had tonight, John.
Yeah, I got to be honest. I still thought, even though you were calling the play, that guy back there had it.
Excellent fake, and that's the advantage of having black jerseys. Sometimes it's hard to find that football, but just somebody was looking to go inside and make the play and didn't expect the quarterback to pull it, because that's about the first time, maybe the second time he's pulled it and ran it all night.
Now we got Birdsong has made a substitution with Elijah Mathis, so we have Mathis playing the middle linebacker position on this play. Let's see what Mathis can do.
Elijah Mathis, another senior. Whitewater will bring it up to the line of scrimmage on the 40-yard line. Quarterback's under center. Now he stands up, looks back. He makes an adjustment. Plenty of time left on the play clock. Ball is snapped. He hands it off to the big, looks like Navakis is in there, and he follows his blocking on the left side. He'll pick up, just grind out maybe, 6 yards? They're going to give him 6 yards at least, second down and 4.
That was a good play, Elijah Mathis. On the one play he came in, Birdsong just rotated back in. But on the one play, Mathis is the one that made that tackle.
Nice job, Elijah Mathis. Number 22, as he trots off the field. It's nice to be able to rotate your guys in and out to help out and to relieve the whole team, really. Just get your
keep
rest.
Their legs fresh.
Keep your athletes rolling through. Whitewater hurries up to the line. Man in motion. Little fake tall sweep. Inside handoff to Corey Richardson, number 4. He picks up a first down, picks up about 12 yards. Finally, you're starting to see some true wing T offense out of Whitewater.
Well, we've got a Tiger down on the field, number 7.
That'll be Jalen Reed, and he is laying on his stomach. So I'll tell you what, while he's laying down, Troup High Tigers up 35-0. Whitewater finally seeing some life on offense. We're going to take a break. You're listening to Troup Tiger Football on Eagle Sports.
As a mom of 2 boys, it's important to keep my family comfortable year-round, and there's only one name I trust to do so, Ace Air. Ace Air has been keeping our indoor air comfortable and healthy for more than 20 years.
Ace Air is the area's only York-certified comfort expert dealer, so you enjoy the best price and warranty. From installations to repairs to air quality, Ace Air is the team that treats your comfort as their top priority. So call Ace to condition your space or visit them online at ace-air.net.
Now let's get back to the action. Troup High School football on the Eagle Sports Network.
Jalen Reed is escorted under his own power off the field. We appreciate all you guys listening and texting us. Tim Moore, you're right, baby. No mercy. Let's show these Wildcats no mercy. The Tiger defense certainly, as John said during halftime, wants to pitch another shutout. So let's see if they can just rattle their cages right now. Up to the line of scrimmage, Whitewater takes it. Quarterback will keep it. He tosses back, but then he's wrapped up by 3, 4, 5 tacklers for Tigers. Number 7. No, actually not number 7, because Jalen Reed just went off the field. Let's see. Number 10.
Birdsong for sure.
Caden Fears was in on that one as well. 66, Jatorian Blackman. He's playing both sides of the ball, and Jatorian is standing at a little over 300 pounds, and what a beast he is at offense, and can come in and play some defensive tackle as well.
Speaking from experience, playing both ways and staying 300, you got to eat a lot of calories.
Quick handoff on a jet sweep. Richardson has the football. He sees some room. He's breaking it open. He may go all the way, and he will. He'll weave his way in for a touchdown. 41-yard touchdown run by Whitewater. That'll put 6 on the board for Whitewater at 7:31 remaining in the third quarter of play. Finally, we saw some lights, some wake up to the Whitewater Wildcats, and a lot of it could be, hey, tail touchdown. Let's see what we can do. But hey, we're not missing a bleat right now.
Yeah, and that's really the first drive that all of their backs did the right things. mean, every single drive we've seen them do, they've had some issues going on in the backfield with miscommunication. So the quarterback's doing a really good job holding on to the ball with his fakes, hitting the up back a lot, but they really got everybody involved in that drive. And when you got a guy as shifty and as talented as number 4, that's going to happen occasionally.
So point after touchdown is good. 7:31 remaining in the third quarter play. Your Troup Tigers 35, Whitewater 7. We'll be right back.
Hello, folks. My name is Gerald Kemp, owner of Kemp's Dalton West Carpets in Noonan and Peachtree City, and Kemp's Carpets in LaGrange. I purchased this airtime on this station to apologize. Yes, that's right, to apologize to all of you listening. You see, when you come into any one of our 3 stores, you will not find that special can of paint for the bathroom. No washing machines. You see, at Kemp's, we specialize in one thing and one thing only: floor covering. Kemp's Dalton West Carpets in Noonan, Peachtree City, and Kemp's Carpets in LaGrange, where we do floor covering, and we do it right.
Now let's get back to the action. Troup High School football on the Eagle Sports Network.
Tigers were waiting to receive the kickoff. Number 30 back deep, Kamari Huzzy, sophomore. He'll stand on the 15-yard line, along with number 6, Javari Fanning. He'll stand on the 11-yard line. Kick it high. Is it going to go to the end zone? No.
Let's see what you can do, kid.
He has moved sideways, picks the ball up on about the 8-yard line. He'll move it out to the 17-yard line. So a decent return for the Tigers. And number 30, Cameron Huzzy, just a sophomore. The Tigers will begin their offensive session this time, as the ball is going to rest on the 17-yard line. So just really a 3-yard difference by them not kicking it into the end zone. But good job by Cameron Huzzy, knowing that was a high kick, a lot of hang time, did a good job with it.
Yeah, and he had to run back and field it, so that's not easy.
No, when you're going backwards and knowing that kickoff team is pursuing them. So the Tigers will break the huddle from the sidelines as the play is called. Braden Atchison will step out.
And it looks like we have a new quarterback.
Let's see. The Tigers call a timeout. A little concern here.
Garrison Edwards.
So, yep, he is a quarterback for the Tigers. We're going to take a break. You're listening to Troup High Tigers football on Eagle Sports.
Hi, friends. It's TOW here at Kia LaGrange. This month, we are highlighting a 23 Kia Forte LX with a starting price of only $19,960. It proves to be one smart buy. Hey, folks, listen to me. 10-year, 100,000-mile warranty, 5-star crash rated. It is stylish from bumper to bumper and comes with more standard features than I can even mention. So come by today and test drive one at 1217 Lafayette Parkway in the beautiful city of LaGrange, Georgia. Help support Eloda County, and God bless America.
Now let's get back to the action. Troup High School football on the Eagle Sports Network.
So as we come back, sophomore Garrison Edwards will be your quarterback as he hands the ball off to Javari Fannin, who twists, turns, just bowls his way up past the first down marker as they'll move the chains and the clock continues to run. 7:19 left in the third quarter of play. The Tigers open up. Nice job. Nice handoff. And that's what you want to kind of in a big game like this. You got a sophomore quarterback. He had some playing time against Hardaway. But Garrison Edwards, we're just going to let you hand it off to the senior tailback.
That's right. And he's just, Fannon's probably averaging 6 yards a carry.
Fanning takes it up. He'll pick up. They're going to give him 4 yards on that before about 6 black shirts jump on him and take him back. So it'll be 2nd down and 6 for the Troup Tigers. Ball is resting now on the 33-yard line, 32-yard line. Tigers come up to the line of scrimmage. Edwards looks to the sidelines for the play call.
We got Greg Houston in for the first time tonight at wide receiver.
He is
sophomore.
Split wide left.
Here we go.
Ball is tipped. Ball is caught.
Terrion Smith.
The ball was tipped, and then Terrion went up and grabbed it from behind the corner and picks up a first down as he moves the ball out to, they're going to spot it at the 44-yard line. So a nice little pass by Garrison Edwards.
And great concentration from Terrion Smith.
And he knows he's got confidence now that he made a completion. When he thinks about it, he could probably get a little bit more air under it.
That's right.
Logan Sinkfield back in at quarterback. Sinkfield will stand on the 38-yard line. In the backfield with him is Javari Fannin. High snap, he takes it, brings it down, hands it off to Ashton Williams. Actually, Ashton Williams is way up off the right side of that offensive unit behind Wade England and Amarius Purdue and Isaiah Hall, and picks up 8 yards as the Tigers just pounding it on the ground tonight, John. I mean, this series looks good.
With Sinkfield back in, I mean, let's see what he does here. Looks like he may throw the ball.
Ashton Williams in the backfield behind him. Got one receiver split wide to the left, just on the 48-yard line at the numbers.
Play just came in.
Ben Taylor sets in a slot to the right side. He'll crisscross, come in and do a lead blocker. Ashton Williams will take the football. He'll pick up a first down to the 45-yard line. He needed 2. He got 3 following Ben Taylor's cross block. And that offensive unit, so that'll move the chains. 5:20 left in the third quarter of play. Your Tigers 35, Whitewater Wildcats 7. As Whitewater Wildcats just woke up offensively and looked really good and scored just a minute ago, and the Tigers have taken over it, and now they're driving the ball. This drive started on the 17-yard line.
Well, and the best thing that the Tigers can do is run down here and score, which is true anytime, but especially when they're finally making a break in Whitewater.
Terrion Smith on the receive. Oh, the ball's on the ground! And I believe Whitewater has recovered the football. At least a lot of their players think so. And there's like 5 black jerseys and only 1 white. But let's see who comes up with it, because
they're fighting for it.
Terrion Smith was not involved in the trying to get the ball out. But let's see who comes up with it. Hopefully, they're going to call it second down. I see him holding up 2 fingers. So 50. Good job. Is that
number 11? That's Greg Houston.
Greg Houston and 55 for the Tigers are out there, and that would be Rylan Cantrell. Only a freshman comes out of that. But Greg Houston, number 11, sophomore. We got all of a sudden a lot of underclassmen out here and on this drive. But wow, are we lucky, because what did we see? We saw 5 black jerseys falling on that football.
And Greg Houston came out of nowhere to get that recovery.
Wow, good job, Greg, for fighting for that ball.
Oh, he absolutely took it away from a Whitewater defender.
He had to. Second down and 11. Ball's resting on the Whitewater 46-yard line. 4:16 clock running left in the third quarter play. Your Tigers 35, Whitewater Wildcats 7. Sinkfield takes a snap. He'll hand it off up the middle to Javari. Javari will get hit, almost ripped his helmet off, but he backs up, and he'll pick up 4 good yards. It'll be third down and actually 5 yards, because he was behind, with a fumble. The ball came behind the original line of scrimmage, so it'll be third down and looks like 3rd and 7 for the Tigers.
Well, that's the kind of runner that Fannin is. He just turned a 2-yard gain into a 3-yard gain simply because he jumped out of the tackle.
Braden Atchison spit to the short side of the field. He goes in motion. Sinkfield will take the snap. Stepped across the line by Whitewater. That's an easy 5 yards. We got offside, so instead of 3rd and 7, now it'll be 3rd and 2. Good motion by Atchison as he looks to just take the handoff and ducks down. Good play action, and the edge rusher just stepped across the line.
Well, and that's clearly something that they're practicing. That is an excellent, excellent play call, because that was probably the play that was called.
But it looked so good, and it got the attention of the edge, the defensive end, because he stepped hard across that line thinking, I'm going to make this tackle. Clock still runs, 3:20 left in the third quarter play. Tigers look to the sidelines. They got trips to the wide side of the field. That's toward the Troup Tiger side of the field. Sinkfield stands in the shotgun. He'll take the snap. He'll fake it to Javari Fannin. Go straight up the middle. He jukes one. He is gone. It will be a touchdown for the Troup High Tigers as Sinkfield slides across the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. 42-yard touchdown run straight up the middle from Logan Sinkfield.
Well, and that was Sinkfield knowing exactly what to do on that play. Defensive ends crashed down on both sides, and he stepped up in the pocket and went.
Wow, 41-7. Good answer by the Tigers. And, if any of these fans wonder, are we going to have a fall off when Teo Todd gets injured? So far, the answer is no. Good job as Davis Munkus gets ready to take the snap. McCarty Harrelson will take the kick, and he kicks it up. And once again,
splits the uprights.
42-7 with 3:01 left in the third quarter of play. Your Troup Tigers ahead. We'll listen to some commercials as you listen to Troup Tiger football on Eagle Sports.
the deal. When you combine State Farm home and auto insurance, you save an average of $889. State Farm agent Matt Orr is ready to help you combine home and auto and save in LaGrange. Call 706-882-0046 today. Like your good neighbor, State Farm is there. Average annual per household savings based on the 2019 National Survey by State Farm of new policyholders who reported savings by switching to State Farm.
Hi, everybody. Welcome back here to Holmes Pharmacy. I've got Perry Prather with me. It's really important to make sure that, if you're taking care of elderly family members or your kids, to make sure they're able to take their drugs properly. Y'all have got a solution.
We've had this Parata Pass, which is a machine that strip packs medication for many years now. We have that packaging system.
Come find out about that and so much more here at Holmes Pharmacy at 3 locations, Commerce Avenue, Hamilton, and inside the Piggly Wiggly. It's homespharmacy.com.
Now let's get back to the action. Troup High School football on the Eagle Sports Network.
So the Tigers kick a high, short kick. Whitewater will call a fair catch. So they'll start this offensive series from their own 35-yard line.
Well, in the last 3 scoring plays for the Tigers, you've got Logan Sinkfield, 10-yard run. Logan Sinkfield, 72-yard run. Logan Sinkfield, 42-yard run. That's pretty good.
Yeah, I can use another adjective to it, but pretty is good, absolutely. Wow. Tigers, 42-7, 3 minutes and 1 second left in the third quarter of play. Whitewater hustles up to the football. They'll take over this possession, or they'll start this possession at their own 35-yard line. Quarterback deep under center, man in motion. He'll take the snap, hand it off right up the middle, and the Tigers are all there to stop it. I mean, it'll go down as if it's gained anything, John, it might be 6 inches.
Well, and the beautiful thing about that was the defensive lineman stood up the offensive line, and the running back, or the up back, ran right into the back of the offensive lineman. So he was stood up in the backfield by his own guys.
Well, and that's because the defensive line, Dorian Brooks, along with Charles Davis in that middle line, and Tyler Leslie stood them up hard. And you've got Caden Fears now. He's down on the line of scrimmage. He's normally playing standing up, but he's on the knee, so he's down there on the left edge rusher. Whitewater comes up to the line of scrimmage. Deep under center, man in motion. Quarterback takes it. Fakes a toss sweep. A little crisscross, a little butt block, if you will. And that'll go to maybe a 3-yard gain. Be 3rd down and 7 for the Whitewater Wildcats. As Tigers defense still, with the exception of that, they seem to make another adjustment as they come in from that last series from Whitewater, John.
Well, and what you need to understand listening on the radio tonight is that the Troup defense is playing such a disciplined ball game. The amount of motion that happens on every single snap when you've got 4 guys right behind the offensive lineman running in different directions to know where that ball's going to go with all those fakes.
Man in motion. Quarterback will drop deep. He'll roll out. He's got a player crisscrossing. Oh, he was wide open. He just overthrew him, but Noah Dixon was following up step to step. And you know that little slot receiver that came in behind the linebackers, he heard every footstep that Noah was behind him, so had a lot to do with it.
Well, yeah, and Aiden Jackson, the wide receiver for them, sophomore, 5'8", right? That's a
little smaller than Noah.
A little bit smaller than Noah. And I guarantee you heard those feet coming.
So speaking of Noah Dixon will drop back to take the punt as they'll bring up 4th down and 7 for Whitewater. The punter for Whitewater will stand on his own 24-yard line.
Quay Birdsong looks like a man on a mission lined up, ready to go.
Tigers are going to come after it. Yep, they're coming. And Birdsong almost blocked it, as you said.
I think he got a hand on it. Or it was a terrible.
Well, and Noah Dixon gets out of the way, but it hits on the and rolls inside the 20, then turns around and the ball rolls back to the 20-yard line. But that was so close by Quay Birdsong. You called it. He was a man on a mission. So the Tigers take over with 1:52 left in the third quarter of play, up 42-7. And let's see, is it going to be Logan Sinkfield? Is it going to be Garrison Edwards at quarterback for the Troup Tigers? Referee blows the whistle in, waiting on the Tigers to get the call, the play from the sidelines. And they will jog in, led by Amarius Purdue. And Wade England, a sophomore big center, Jatorian Blackman.
Wade England's having a great season.
He is such a good young man, and his dad and granddad, Bubba and David England, are so proud of him. So it looks like Garrison Edwards will be your quarterback. No, that's Logan Sinkville. He'll toss it out to looks like Terrion Smith. And Terrion will take that little sweet pass and follow his blockers, pick up 7 yards. So a nice little swing pass out there to the flats.
Yep. Well, that ended up being Ashton Williams.
Nice.
So
they're sometimes when they have the hair behind their helmet like that,
it's hard to see. Well, and those jerseys, the numbers get rolled up.
But the touch that Logan had on it, just a little out of the backfield, just nice little soft touch for it.
Now here's Munkus out wide from us. I'd love to see Munkus get in on the action. That is a talented kid, dominated in JV game 2 weeks ago that I got to see.
Nice sweep by we got this. It's a 31 for the Tigers. Garrison Edwards will take that. He's actually in it. He's not in at quarterback. Sinkville's in at quarterback, but Garrison was set up as his H-back and just on the inside sweep takes it. He'll pick up 6-7 yards for the Tigers. Second down and 3.5 maybe.
And H-back makes a little bit more sense with 31 than
my bad. He's got a first down. I was thinking that didn't sound right.
Yeah.
He's got a first down. So that'll move the chains. The ball's resting on the 34-yard line. 57, 56, 55 seconds left in the third quarter of play. Your Troup Tigers 42, Whitewater Wildcats 7. Sinkville takes the snap, hands it off to
Williams yet again.
TJ. Actually, TJ Mitchell, CJ Williams up the middle for. You're going to go give him 7 yards, and the offense has just moved. We got a Whitewater Wildcat right in the middle of the field. He's rolling over, hurting. So we're going to take a break. You're listening to Troup High Tiger Football Network on Eagle Sports.
Rogers Barbecue and Catfish House, a Southern tradition since 1945, where we only serve U.S. farm-raised catfish. And now you can order online on Facebook or just type Rogers Barbecue LaGrange on your Google search engine and order right there. Then pick it up and enjoy it for the office, your family, or just you. Rogers Barbecue and Catfish House is open Monday through Saturday, 11 a.m. to 9 p.m. on New Franklin Road in LaGrange, or just search on Google Rogers Barbecue and Catfish House in LaGrange.
Now let's get back to the action. Troup High School football on the Eagle Sports Network.
And we're back here at Whitewater Stadium. Their injured player is getting off the ground, and it looks like he's going to be able to walk by himself, but he is limping as the Tigers have huddled up on the other side of the field. 30 seconds left in the third quarter of play. Your Troup Tigers up 42-7 over Whitewater. Fans, if you're just tuned in, Teo Todd did go down just before halftime. Just had picked up a first down, twisted his ankle from now that we can see they've got ice all over his ankle, so we don't know the extent of that injury. But Logan Sinkville has come in and just done a phenomenal job. As you all listen, if you get a chance to see this play, to see this game again on YouTube next week, I invite you to do so. Sinkville at the quarterback stands at the 35, ball rests on the 41. He looks to the sidelines for just a play. Looks like Javari Fanning, maybe someone else in the backfield, but kind of get his number. That's a double number, John. I can't see it from here.
It looks like Bubba Taylor.
Bubba Taylor.
He's a sophomore.
39 seconds on the play clock. That's kind of odd.
Looks like they were just letting it run down, yeah.
So it is the end of the third quarter. Your Tigers 42, Wildcats from Whitewater 7. You're listening to Tiger Football on Eagle Sports. We'll be right back.
It's fall, y'all. 'Tis the season for feed and football. At Eagle Radio, we have football covered, and the people at Lee's Crossing Feed and Farm have all your needs for feed covered with a great selection of quality food, plot mixes, bird feed, deer feed, combat chicken feed, pet food and feeders. Lee's Crossing Feed and Farm also carries Ariens and full lawnmowers, boutique items for the ladies, custom cowboy and cowgirl hats, and a lot more for the indoors and outdoors. Visit Lee's Crossing Feed and Farm today, located on West Point Road next to Charlie Joseph's.
Now let's get back to the action. Troup High School football on the Eagle Sports Network.
Welcome back to the beginning of the fourth quarter. Both teams are still kind of on the sidelines. They begin to break the huddle. Tigers 42, Whitewater Wildcats 7. The clock will and should be running as the Tigers are up more than 30 points going into the fourth quarter. We'll verify that here after the first snap. The Tigers mosey up to the football. Football's resting on the 41-yard line. See if we can get you some numbers, assignments, as they're standing right in front of us. If they were down closer to the goal line, we could give you better assignments. But Logan Sinkville will be your quarterback.
You got Davis Munkus is split out wide.
I can't see who's
along
in the
with
slot.
Garrison Edwards in the slot.
In the slot, that's right.
It looks like Greg Houston on the far side of the field.
Split out far left on the Tiger sidelines. Logan Sinkville will take the snap. He'll hand it off to C.J. Mitchell. What a break as he follows his block now. He is following Garrison Edwards down the sideline. Is he going to get there?
He high-stepped it. Did he step out?
Touchdown, Tigers! That is a 64-yard touchdown run by C.J. Mitchell. Actually, T.J. Mitchell. And that could have been Ashton Williams. They both got long hair. Let's see if we can get the number.
I think it was Ashton.
Ashton Williams, 48-7. With 11:37, the clock still runs. Opening play of the fourth quarter, the Tigers put another touchdown on the board. Wow. So Davis Munkus comes in to hold. Looks like we may have someone else kicking the PAT. And it might be Braden Patrick. And I believe it is. Braden's been doing our kickoff duties. He'll come in for McCarty Harrison. Davis Munkus set to see the snap. Place, hold, up, and the kick is no good. Off, it's split. It doesn't split. It moves to the left. So your score, 49-7. Actually, should be 48-7. The Tigers will take a short break. We'll be right back.
Hello, I'm Steve Boatner, your LaGrange Edward Jones financial advisor. I believe in learning about you so I can understand what you're working toward before you invest your money. Whether you're planning for retirement, saving for college for children or grandchildren, or just trying to protect the financial future of your family. Call me, Steve Boatner, or just search Edward Jones, Steve Boatner to get started. My Edward Jones office is located at 119 Poplar Circle, just off Lafayette Parkway in LaGrange. Edward Jones, making sense of investing, member SIPC.
Now let's get back to the action. Troup High School football on the Eagle Sports Network.
So as we come back to Whitewater Stadium here on the campus of Whitewater High School, the Tigers 48. It shows 49 on the scoreboard, but the PAT was no good. It was 35, then it was 42. Add 6, that's 48. That's that new math. But the kickoff for the Tigers, short one. Whitewater will take it. It looked like he might have taken a knee, but he didn't go down. But he will go down now as Garrison Edwards actually runs down. Actually, number 41 for the Tigers, 42 for the Tigers. That will be Braden Patrick, the kicker, would come down and make that play. So Whitewater starts this series, and the play clock is running. So 9:20, 9:19, 9:18 to go in this fourth quarter of play. Your Troup Tigers, 48-7. Again, it shows 49 on the scoreboard, but we missed the PAT unless they changed it for some reason, and we didn't catch it. But it should be 48-7. Whitewater up. Quarterback under center. Tries to get the Tigers to jump, and they do. It took a while to hear the whistle blow, but they're going to call it offside, so that'll get the Tigers 5-yard penalty. A lot of young guys in here, John. We got to see who this is. 97 for the Tigers.
Oh, number 24 looks like a young King Makuta over there was Chase Hilton. Tell you a little score update after 3 quarters. The Stars Mill Panthers lead the LaGrange Grangers 14-7.
I was looking for Score Atlanta. Did it have it on there?
It did not, but okay. I got it off of their Twitter feed.
Wildcats under center. Man in motion. Hands it off. Nice tackle. Grabs him at the line of scrimmage. Let's see who comes off the bottom of that pile. Actually, what a fake. Faked me out. Faked everybody out.
What happened?
They blew the whistle, and I thought he was tackled, but then the ball on the outside, the carrier's running down the field. It's like, well, where'd that ball come from?
I think that they faked out the referees, and he blew the play dead.
You're probably right. He only faked out the referees. He faked out the announcer, too, because Wow, the cameraman, too. That was one heck of a fake. That's the way the wing tee's supposed to work.
That's right.
But, hey, as the officials blow the whistle, you know what? They made a mistake, and they're going to – let's see what they say. They're going to bring them up, give them a first down, the best they can offer them in this world we live in.
That's brutal because that was really, aside from the touchdown, that was the best play of the night.
That was a good play. Good play call.
I mean, it's inconsequential at the end of the day, but it is what it is.
8, 14, 13, 12. Clock still running. Whitewater looks like they have a new quarterback.
Chance Maddock in, quarterback for the Wildcats.
So he fakes the handoff, tries to keep it himself. Tigers are not fooled this time as they tackle, 6 of them tackle the football, and it goes as a 1-yard gain. It'll be 2nd down and 9. As I've stated, clock continues to run in the 4th quarter. We're up by more than 30 points.
I tell you, it's exciting to see these young Tigers get in on some reps here and not really let up. I mean,
you're right. They're excited. They know we're going to win this football game, but they are having a fun time. I get some of these numbers when they come off this next play. We'll try to share them with you guys, let you know some of these young bucks who's in the football game. Whitewater hands it off right up the middle, off the left guard, and they are able to pick up. They're going to give him a gain of 3, maybe 4 yards. It'll be 3rd down and 5. The ball moves out to the 50-yard line.
That was Braden Patrick on the tackle. Looks like we've got Rico Dunson in there at end.
I see Anthony Blackman in there, number 87. Because if it's 97, I don't have him listed. Maybe 87. Whitewater comes to the line, 3rd and 5. Man in motion. He'll hand it off to the motion back. Oh, he slips through a hole. Greg Houston has to catch him, which he does. Brings him down inside the 30-yard line, down to about the 28-yard line. Whitewater offense runs up because they want to try to get another touchdown. 6:30 and clock continues to run.
I don't think that's Anthony Blackman in there at defensive tackle because Anthony Blackman's listed at 140.
No,
that cat's about 340.
Yeah, he's big.
Yeah.
Well,
whoever he is, he's doing a good job.
Whitewater comes up to the line of scrimmage. Under center. Fakes a handoff. Quarterback rolls out. Got a nice little left-handed action. The player catches the football but loses his balance. He could have gone a couple more yards but loses his balance and dives down to about the 13-yard line. That's where Whitewater will have it. 2nd down and a yard.
Good concentration for him.
Absolutely. So the clock still runs. 5:45 left in this football. Whitewater's trying to score on the number 2s of the 2s of Troup High. Let's see, we've got a timeout, and that will come from the Troup sidelines. As they take a timeout, you're listening to Troup High Tiger football on Eagle Sports. We'll be right back. 48-7.
That's a lot more than a scratch. So now what do? Well, you carry it to the Rexperts, Precision Auto Body in LaGrange. They are a color match specialist and will wow you with the quality of the job because they have a downdraft spray booth and the experts who know how to use it. So call and get a free estimate. They will handle the insurance company paperwork and fix your car so you're happy and back on the road. Call Precision Auto Body in LaGrange at 706-884-9292. That's 706-884-9292.
Start the new school year off right with a new haircut for you and your kid. With 2 great locations to choose from, Sawmill Place in the Piggly Wiggly Shopping Center off Roanoke Road and the Commerce Avenue location next to Kroger. Great Clips saves your haircut details so you can get the same great haircut every time from any Great Clips. Save the time with convenient online check-in. Download the app today. Sawmill Place in the Piggly Wiggly Shopping Center off Roanoke Road and the Commerce Avenue location next to Kroger. Great Clips. It's going to be great.
Now let's get back to the action. Troup High School football on the Eagle Sports Network.
Getting back, Whitewater under center. Hands the ball off. We may have a ball on the ground here. Let's see. A lot of people scrambling around. It looks like there was some miscommunication.
Ashton Williams says we have it.
I tell you what, the Tigers, a lot of them are getting it right. They jumping up and down. The Tigers, they got the football.
There you go, boys.
That keeps them out of that end zone, John.
That's what we need.
Wow.
You know, when Glisson called him over there to let him talk to Quinn, I knew Prather was getting on him.
Wow.
They didn't want to ruin it for the varsity guys.
No, and I tell you what, the number twos, if you will, for the Tigers hold fast on the number ones for the Wildcats. Thank you, Keith Davis. We appreciate you listening. Know you're a big Tiger fan. I can't really agree with your college of choice. That was a joke. No kidding. I'm just messing with you. Just having a little fun there. Tigers commanding lead 48-7 with 5 minutes left in this football game. We hold them out on the drive. Whitewater had a really, really good drive going. A couple of long runs, a couple of nice passes. Tigers come in. Garrison Edwards will take over at quarterback position. He's standing on the 7-yard line. He takes a snap, looks one way, guy's not there, hands it off, bobbles the football, but is able to corral it back in, John. I can't see his number right now. Oh, I wished I could. It's kind of wadded up around his back pads, but we're able to no gain, but I tell you what, we almost fumbled that football in the exchange between Edwards and the tailback.
Well, and we got Joshua Bradfield in here getting some play time. See what else we got going on. We got Garrison Edwards in at quarterback. Looks like Davis Munkus is still in the ball game. Chase Hilton is coming in.
Tigers very slow about getting the play in from the sidelines. Yep, Chase Hilton's in the backfield. Edwards takes a snap, hands it off to Chase Hilton. Chase Hilton follows his blockers up to the 20-yard line. He'll pick up, I've called it 8 yards or 7 yards. It'll be third down and 3 actually 3rd and 2 for the Tigers. So nice job by Hilton following his blockers and getting up the close to the first down. 3:40 left in this contest.
Chase's older brother, Christopher, was a Tiger starter several years ago.
I remember Chris Hilton very well. Handoff. Running outside, we've got Hilton coming to the outside to the right side. He actually just mauls over a Whitewater tackler, picks up his first down. That'll move the chains up to the 30-yard line. So that'll pick up about 8 yards. It'll be first down for the Tigers. 3 minutes and 10 seconds left in this football contest. Your Troup Tigers are going to come away with a victory tonight, 48-7 thus far. No doubt in this one. What a huge, huge region opener for both teams, but good for the Tigers to come out on top. Garrison Edwards in the shotgun. Takes a snap, hands it off once again to Chase Hilton. Hilton's able to follow his blockers, being very conservative of the Tigers right now, not wanting to really throw the football out to some of the underclassmen. But then again, underclassmen, you got sophomore Garrison Edwards leading the charge right now. Number 45 for the Tigers is wide out far to the right. Jamari Brown, he's a freshman. It's good to see.
We got Parker Townsend in at slot.
I like the Townsend kid. His older brother played. Always just true grit, those Townsend boys were and still are. Garrison Edwards takes a snap. He'll take it himself, run it right up the middle. He'll weave his way up, picking up about 4, 5, 6 yards as the offensive line gets behind him, John, and just kind of pushes him forward.
Yeah, that's tough running.
Thank you, Ellis Cadenhead, for listening to the Tigers. We can always appreciate you guys like you and Freddie Walker and all the other Walkers listening, and we appreciate that. The Tigers have commanding lead tonight. 1 minute, under 2 minutes to go in this football game. It's a continuous running clock. Who would have thunk it that the Tigers would come in tonight on the fourth quarter with a continuous running clock against Whitewater? 48-7.
It would have been me.
I don't think you and I would ever guess this tonight. Edwards takes a handoff. Edwards takes it. He fakes it. Edwards goes out to the right on the Tiger sidelines.
Go, boy.
Look.
Go, boy.
Garrison Edwards is going to score a touchdown, and he's going to do it at 68-yard touchdown run by sophomore quarterback Garrison Edwards. Broke out to the left side on the Troup sidelines and ran. Some of the players were running beside him, and he outran. When he broke up and you said, go, boy, he took off.
That's right. It was funny. Those guys were gaining on him, and he got excited seeing that end zone, and you could see him hit another gear.
Wow. Garrison Edwards, sophomore quarterback, comes in and gets his, 68-yard run. It was about a 68-yard run. It's showing a line of scrimmage on the 34-yard line, so 67-yard run by Garrison Edwards. So we got number 42 for the Tigers, Braden Patrick, will come in. Number 30 for the Tigers will do the holding, Cameron Huzzy. So we've got an official timeout taken by, timeout by the Tigers.
They're going to go for 2? What are we doing?
Davis Munkus was holding because his numbers are curled up. You've got Braden Patrick. We're going to have the, looks like the normal PAT team coming in. No, sir. They've got all kind of new numbers in. 28, 49, 53, 90. 40 is your center. Who is number 40 there, John? Troy Love, a sophomore. Davis Munkus will do the holding, and Braden Patrick will get the attempt at the PAT. And this is so nice to be able to see guys like this coming in and playing. With 40 seconds left in this ball game, the Tigers will attempt their PAT. Right now the score says 55, but I still think that's debatable. It should be 54 because we missed the PAT last time, unless they changed it when we weren't looking. Braden Patrick take down, hold, kick, up, and
good.
Splits the upright.
That's
now
good.
It's 55-7.
A little confidence after the last one.
Nice. Clock down to 30. It continues to run. So in all likelihood, there will not be a kickoff as the clock will tend to run out this play. And so that will be it for the Troup Tigers tonight. Come away. The scoreboard showing 56. We're going to go with 55-7. But we'll see if the officials change it or what the official score is tonight. But bottom line is the Tigers showed up tonight and showed out, John.
Absolutely. And I don't think Whitewater knew what hit them.
You know what? We didn't know what hit them, but we sure did have a lot of fun calling this game,
That's
John.
absolutely right.
Wow. Your Troup Tigers victorious tonight. Go to 4-0, 1-0 in the region as they beat the Whitewater Wildcats, who quickly turned off the scoreboard, 54-7. Wow. We'll be back after these short messages.
At Wellstar West Georgia Medical Center, we believe teamwork makes all the difference in your health. We believe that skilled people can achieve higher standards and exceptional results. We believe in a game plan that's focused on patient safety and quality care. At Wellstar West Georgia Medical Center in LaGrange, we believe in life well lived. To learn more about award-winning healthcare, visit wellstar.org/WGMC.
As a mom of 2 boys, it's important to keep my family comfortable year-round, and there's only one name I trust to do so, Ace Air. Ace Air has been keeping our indoor air comfortable and healthy for more than 20 years.
Ace Air is the area's only York-certified comfort expert dealer, so you enjoy the best price and warranty. From installations to repairs to air quality, Ace Air is the team that treats your comfort as their top priority. So call Ace to condition your space or visit them online at ace-air.net. When we started our small independent pharmacy, we wanted to set ourselves apart by providing service that is exceedingly, abundantly above anything a customer could ask. Well, the Medicine Cabinet did just that, exceed customers' expectations. As we have grown to help serve our community, our service has not been forgotten. The Medicine Cabinet on Moody Bridge, Vernon, and Lee's Crossing is your locally owned pharmacy. When you are a part of the Medicine Cabinet family, we will do everything we can to make you feel right at home.
Switching is easy. We do it all the time. We switch on the lights. We switch TV channels. Some of us switch partners while square dancing. Well, that's a stretch. But what's not a stretch is how you can switch and save with State Farm. In fact, State Farm agent Matt Orr right here in LaGrange can switch you over so you can start saving today. Matt and his team are ready to welcome you to the State Farm neighborhood. With Matt Orr, it's easy to switch and save. Just give him a call. When you want the real deal, like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Now let's get back to the action. Troup High School football on the Eagle Sports Network.
Hey, we're doing the Troup High post-game show. Your Troup Tigers victorious tonight in a region opener, 55-7 over the Whitewater Wildcats. What a tremendous game tonight on both sides of the football, and really all 3 phases. The kicking game did such a good job. The kick team, if you started it out with Quay Birdsong setting the tone on the opening kickoff, as you said, he ear-holed a guy, and wow. And from then on, it was almost lights out. There's the Class 4A state leader in points allowed at 6.7, allowed only 1 touchdown, and came real close to shooting a shutout for sure.
Yeah, that I think the top spot is secured for another week. on defensive points allowed. But Birdsong really set the tone coming out.
Wow, just tremendous game tonight, all around, all phases. Biggest story tonight coming out of this game is, to me, I love the fact that maybe not the biggest, but you consider what Teo Todd has done for the Tigers for 3.5 years. He goes down right before the halftime, and Logan Sinkfield comes in and scores a touchdown, as Logan just tends to do for the Tigers when he comes in for Teo. But Teo has gone down with an injury, did not play in the second half, and had his foot iced down during the second half, and we didn't see him coming out during the handshake. So we'll try to get an update. If we can't get you an update over the weekend, hopefully if you'll listen in Monday night at 7:30, I'll be hosting Coach Glisson at Your Pie Pizza for the Troup High Coaches Show Monday night, and we'll try to have you some updated information, not just on Teo Todd, but also on Jeremy Patrick, as he's been out for week 3 with an ankle injury, and hopefully he'll be ready to come back next week against Stars Mill, as we will be hosting Stars Mill next week. But in the meantime, what an active second half as well, John.
Yeah, we got a lot of still very good execution on the offense, dominant performance by the defense. And, sometimes, like we said, they're pitching that shutout, and that kid, number 4, their best player, finally made a play tonight. And that's just going to happen sometimes. But when you can have talented guys like that running a complex offense with so much motion, and your defense plays disciplined, sound football, this is what you can expect when you have a good offense.
I tell you what, we're going to close it out, let you know that, wow, what a game. These Whitewater people are starting to shut the lights down on us, and since we're at their stadium, we probably need to respect their wishes and close up shop as well. Thank you guys for listening to Troup High Tigers football. I've really enjoyed doing play-by-play tonight with John Oliver joining me for doing color. We wish Jack Moman the best and a restful weekend, and look forward to having Jackaroo back next week. Thank you so much. You got anything to say, John?
Thanks for having me. I enjoyed it. Jack, we love you, and we'll see you soon.
Hey, Tigers fans, be safe going home. We'll see you Monday night at Your Pie Pizza. Let's go, Tigers.
And W245AW LaGrange, Troup High School Football is brought to you by
Ace Air.
Hi, friends. It's TOW here at Kia LaGrange. This month, we are highlighting a 23 Kia Forte LX with a starting price of only $19,960. It proves to be